Another great product brought to you by TAP Security Products. Streetwise Security Products has manufactured another fine product brought to you by TAP Security Products. This is the Falcon 5-inch spring-assisted Second Amendment knife. It's got a 3-inch handle with a 2-inch blade that has the Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights etched and engraved into the blade, as you can see here. It also has a seatbelt cutter along with a glass breaker at the very end of this knife, along with a beautiful American flag handle. The Second Amendment knife retails for $19.99. Right now, you can buy it through till the end of Christmas online at TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com for a low special price of $14.95 plus tax and shipping. Again, that's TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. Get your products and stuffing stockers now. Hello, world. How are we doing today? This is the daily blog / rendition and coming and bugging you guys live. We got vertical mode today, guys. Got a little vertical mode today, little action. I'm not getting the views on the horizontal, so we're going to go vertical. And I got a special guest that I'm bringing up. Of course, he's not so special because he's always here, but he is my special friend. Ain't that right? Do you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, how's my mic?
Your mic's fine. Did you hear me talking smack about you, as always?
I did hear you talking smack.
Gotta smack it around. Bruce Gas, what's going on? So James Forbes says, "What up, Brick?" So let's see who we got in the house real quick. Do some house cleaning real quick, as GS likes to call it.
Yeah.
James Forbes. Hey, we got BZ Watchdog in the house. Just kidding. All right. Jody Shillow. Jody Shillow as always. Dub Wubs. Oh, there's your friend, little Dub Wubs right there.
What's up, Dub?
Rob Wiederman. I saw his name in the chat, but I didn't see his name pop up. So I guess I must have gotten up. Cops are 5150 because they're crazy. SWE, Swedish Observer, in the house. That's because he's a member, guys. Look, you got to get that membership. And some of you do that with the blue wrenches. So let's OTVO as always. OTVO, as GS likes to call him. Joy 4118. Maybe we can judge the book by his cover, but he looks like a dirty cop. He sure doesn't look like he wants to help anyone. That's correct. He doesn't. Jackboot Thug Pig Younts. Hit that like and subscribe button. Buddy, you can't. You got to behave, buddy. We go live, and all of a sudden he wants to come over here now. Rami. See, Bot RX in the house. Bot Ricks. We got Nightbot and Bot Ricks. I got both of them in here, I guess. Bruce Gas. So we got So, guys, I just want to hit you guys up with the Falcon real quick. I got the knife pulled up here. Hang on a second. Got this lovely rendition to the family here. Let me see. Blow it up. That should be big enough right there. So we got the 5-inch the Falcon 5-inch spring assisted Second Amendment knife. See how it's got the engraved Second Amendment right there on the blade. 13 stars to recognize the original colony. Red and blue. It's got a seatbelt cutter along with the glass breaker at the end. Now, I've got these on sale. Typically, they're $19.95. Special price is $14.95 plus tax and shipping. You got the assisted 3-knife there. It's aluminum, U.S. flag design handle. Now, these are other items that people have purchased in the last week. So, got them on special, guys. Get them while it's hot. It's Christmas time. People need the gifts. You know, I make a little bit of money. Look at that. James Forbes. Welcome, new member. Woo! All right. Make sure you guys get those Venmo. Oh, Venmo. It's Venmo. You put an N at the end there, Dub Wubs. But is GS that chicken grapper? Okay, I'll stop. It's funny. Yes, he has chickens. I don't know how many chickens he has, but he has some chickens. So, but anyways, you guys can go as Tap Security Products, or you can donate straight to the kitty. Help me out. Help me keep going. In the meantime, we're going to get over here to this video. So I'm going to share this video right here. Going to get into this video. Sorry, guys. I'm on my... I didn't mark it public. So before we start... So this is members only right now. This is how I've got it. It will be going to public come Monday. Look at that. Another member right there. Zoom with Smokey Bear in the house. All right. Fantastic. So hang on one second. And we'll start playing this video. Make sure you guys can see it. Make sure my volume's up. Do you hear any volume, Brick?
I do not. There it is. Well, now it's not. You had volume for like a minute, like a second.
Okay.
There it is. Oh, nope, not now.
Somehow, my sound is not working. And now I've got an echo. Hang on a second.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm trying to, man, I had this working yesterday. I have the sound up. Here, let me do this. Hang on a second. Let me do this. Hang on. Okay, where is my volume? Now, I may have to keep my mic muted when I play this because maybe I can do this. Hang on a second. Okay, maybe I can do that. Sorry, guys. I'm not used to this acting up. Dude. Hang on. I'm just trying to get this StreamYard. Present. Video file. Here, we can do it like this. We're going to take you into another bad and dirty cop at Duncanville Police Department. This is Sgt Dirk Michael Younts. Look at this monster. Eyeballing. Yes, I said eyeballing. At Texas Gal Audits because she verbally challenged him as she was trying to conduct business and exercising her First Amendment right. Let's get into Texas Gal's encounter with Sgt Dirk Younts. And then afterwards, we will go ahead and get into his disciplinary record because this video is important. Let's get into this video.
Contract with the post office to be in here with the arm?
Yeah,
Good?
I do.
Okay,
What's going on
great.
today?
I'm just here to make a purchase.
Why are you recording?
Because I have the right to, the First Amendment, a press.
Okay, cool.
That's it. What's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
Okay, but right here is not your name.
Okay. Do y'all want to give her?
I'm sorry, guys. I love that little baby. He is just hilarious. But
It's
yeah,
cute.
Officer right here. We got another one right here. That's how you always know they're shitty cops. Duncanville, is that where donuts were invented? Oh, cops are 5150. That's a good one. Cameras save lives. Egos bruised. The inbred right here cops. Ain't that the truth? All right, let's move along.
Business.
They don't have the option. This is no, this is not a
You
Walmart.
can still be a criminal.
For what reason?
Bro, can you stop
But
it
it
there
has
for
to
a
be,
second?
no, it does.
What's that, Brick?
Why is it that? I mean, I know why it is, right? But I'm wondering if police officers will ever understand that my business, or perhaps in this video, Tex Gal's business,
It's none of
is
theirs.
not his business. That's just like,
Now,
No.
mind you, they said there was a call from there saying that there was a verbal disturbance or disturbance. If you notice, when he walked in, there was nothing going on. It was the only disturbance is when he walked in and started pulling her out of line.
yeah, it sounds to me like he discriminated.
Yeah, she had a camera. Well, when we go into these disciplinary records here shortly after this video plays, you're going to see where the discriminatory comes in. It's not so much the camera, it's the female, and you'll see why here in a bit.
Right.
It does.
We
So
can do
are
this
you
real- Hey,
trying,
stop. We can do this real easy.
right? Or we can make this real hard on yourself.
No.
Don't we take away your qualified
I'm not gonna make you do
immunity?
anything, okay.
Okay, no, it
I'm
said,
outside of it.
don't
I'm
make
causing a
me take
Ma'am.
away your qualified
Ma'am,
immunity.
let's go outside. Come on.
Sir, don't grab me. Don't touch me. You don't have the right.
They
Stay
want
on a
you
leash,
gone.
sir,
If you
or
don't-
I'm going to have to fine you.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty dog!
They want you gone. If you don't leave,
They don't have the right to tell me to go because I'm not doing anything illegal.
If you don't leave, I'm
Get
going
your
to take you-
supervisor.
I'm the
Get your-
supervisor. I'm the supervisor.
Get your
I'm the
lieutenant.
He's not here
supervisor.
today.
Well, there's someone on the clock.
He just
Not a
supervised
big deal,
himself.
Chief Stoner's on the clock, he keeps it real. Texas gal, she's on a steady grind, asking for a supervisor, never mind. Sergeant Hunt's trying to keep it cool, while Texas gal audits following the rules. Backup coming on in from afar, Chief Stoner's the star in his police car. 9 to 5, got the whole town feeling alive. Chief's on duty, making sure that we thrive. Texas gal, she's got the camera's eye, bringing truth to light on the Texas sky. 9 to 5, got the whole town feeling alive.
You check that? Okay. Here, take this off.
Here to make a purchase at a public building and getting trespassed.
Ma'am.
So everybody call the Duncanville police and let them know I'm being trespassed for no reason.
Okay. Maybe go around, okay?
He obviously doesn't understand how trespass works in public buildings.
Okay, just sit right here. Up. 45, your keyed up. Okay, whoever this key already? Okay. Put in the car and thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to let you know we have Texas Gal Audits in the house. Speaking of, her ears must have been burning. Donuts, don't miss him. Our guy. Look at you guys. Everybody's joining in today. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. It's not a Chevy tune. It's a BZ Watchdog tune. I actually made that myself. With the help of Texas Gal talking smack to this dirty little ape doggy. But anyways, further ado, let's get this bad chicken playing. What do you say, Brick?
I like chicken.
So everybody call the Duncanville police station in Texas.
In the parking lot.
Yes, just, no, y'all can pass her. Excuse me, ma'am, you're stopping my line.
Somebody's
Could I
coming,
get
okay?
you to just move down to the side?
You just rearrange that for yourself?
Thank you.
I'm not going to attack nobody.
Can I get you to step at the end of the?
No, sir. No, ma'am. I am in my free
Are
space.
you waiting?
No, you're not.
Can I get you
Get
to
out of
be
line.
right in front
Come
of
talk to me.
She's holding up the.
I will talk to you right here. This is
guy
where I will
giving
talk to you.
orders.
I'll stand out of their line, but I'll talk to you right here.
Jack Boot Thug Pig right there.
Absolutely. JBTP. Put it in the chat comment.
tell me to get out of line. I tell you what, I will not. How about that, sir?
Look at that. Look at that comment up above. $5 says he has a snack in his pocket. Is it their training to throw out the term legitimate business? They sound so stupid. So stupid. I'm sorry you sound like a Chevy work, but well done. Appreciate it. JBD. Oh, look at that. Salt Shaker in the house, formerly Mama Lion. All right. Back to it.
Great.
And this is Miss Tracy. Y'all remember her?
I don't know what was going on, but after my radio was on there, I wasn't able to use my handheld.
Hey, Manning, are you good?
Roger, I got that one, Deep Throat. The Eagle has landed. Tweety is out of his cage.
So anyways, he's going to sit here and act like he's going to play on his walkie-talkie.
Sorry, I didn't see you. Unfortunately, I don't have the authority to detain you at this moment. But I promise you, mister, one day it'll be just you and me. And then, boom! Death touch. Woodchuck to gray squirrel, woodchuck to gray squirrel. Evil plan aborted. Tweety is back in his cage. Sylvester once again has been thwarted. Judging by the length of my shadow, it is about 1800 hours, which means it's time for cherub chow. So get those ding-dongs ready. I'm coming home.
Yeah, go in private if you want to have a private conversation.
Man, there's other emergencies going on in the city.
Then go handle those. I didn't ask you to stop here. Okay, then handle that. If you need to stay here, then stay here. If you don't, then go. Go handle the things you need to go handle.
I'm handling.
He's handling nothing but that damn radio. Why do you think Jim Carrey just punned at him twice? Woodchuck the gray squirrel. Woodchuck the gray squirrel. What you think so far, Brick? Not some bad editing skills, huh? Your mic's muted, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, no, good stuff, man. I like it. You know, nice cutaways, all that good stuff. So
I've had a lot of time to learn how to edit this last week.
yeah, on point with it. You know, very good references. I mean, it's so wild because like, we have, like, the American people, we have been dealing with these same stupid attitudes. And so, you know, is it the training? Probably some of it. Is it the type of people? Probably most of it. You know, this guy, he's just a pig, you know?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you right now, you're not too far off from spot on, because I didn't share a lot of the stuff with you that's coming up. I know everybody's probably seen this video back in February and back in March and April when we covered it with her. I didn't cover the first part because it really wasn't anything going on. But this is about exposing this dirty jackboot thug pig right here in the middle of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And we're about to get into his disciplinary records as soon as she goes into cuffs. But count it down from when that cop comes in and see how fast she goes in cuffs.
Then don't ask me what to handle or not handle.
Hey, Green, I'll send you one of the people.
You're recording. What? Yes. Okay. She's not wanting to leave. They're wanting her to leave. Okay. And that's it.
So tell me what legal reason you have to trespass me from a public building.
They don't want you here.
That is not a legal reason. I am press. I am press. I am in a government building doing the news.
Do you have ID?
So where do you get ID for press? Everyone is press. Freedom of press.
They don't want you
Sir,
here.
you're
This is
not
a
going to
public place.
trespass me unless you want your
We'll go to jail.
you want your qualified immunity taken? That's fine.
That cop was more
Here we
confused
have
than any of
Sergeant
us are.
What's that?
I said that cop was more confused than any of us are.
He's going to be real confused here in a second. So let me just see. What's Joy 41:18 say? Is as if he has no understanding of the law. He has no understanding of people skills on how to talk to people. I mean, walking in and grabbing somebody out of line that wasn't doing a damn thing. What's up, Joe Co? Joe Co, Kansas City in the house. All right, Texas Gal. Texas Gal out. That's like her line. So she's out. She's got to go back to work. All right, getting back to this video. Now we get into his good old records.
His first complaint from the Duncanville Police Department. It's a written letter of reprimand and documented training. And this is dated January 19th, 2011. It reads, on or about October 15th of 2010, you were involved in a use of force incident at 522 Thrush Avenue in Duncanville, Texas. Duncanville Police Department Regulation 5.32 requires that officers who are involved in a use of force incident submit a report specifying all facts and circumstances of the incident as soon as possible. More specifically, Duncanville Police Department Regulation 5.32 states, unless injury prevents it, before the end of the employee's shift, a use of force report will be submitted by each employee who applies force through the use of active means or deadly force. You fail to follow these established guidelines. It is important that all use of force incidents be properly reported and reviewed as soon as practical. In the future, failure to follow these established guidelines may result in more severe disciplinary action.
All right. So what do you think of that one, Brick? What do you think of that write-up?
So he failed to write about his use of force.
It was one of his subordinates.
One of his subordinates failed to write about use of force, and he did not report it.
Yeah, he didn't go through, and because all these cops have to do a use of force report by the end of their shift. Anytime that, say you know they call for medical or use a certain amount of force that resulted in injury, no injury type stuff, they have to do a use of force report. And when they don't, they violate their policy. So there seems to be a lot of that with this guy. Like he's covering up stuff that's going on. Though, you know what, Dub Loves? I knew you guys weren't going to be able to read this. That's why I read it out loud, and I'm reading word for word exactly what's being said. So you guys are getting like a audio book here. That's what you're getting.
This is his second.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, and I mean, ultimately it is available under memberships, and it will be available at public soon.
Yes, it will be available to the public on Monday. Right now, it's only the whole thing is completely open to members only at the moment. I'm showing you guys. Look at this. D. Stanley just passing through. We don't want you just to pass through. We want you to stay and watch the movie. Get your popcorn out. Let's go. Let's effing go.
Let's go.
Here's the next write-up.
Active means or deadly force. You failed to follow these established guidelines. It is important that all use of force incidents be properly reported and reviewed as soon as practical. In the future, failure to follow these established guidelines may result in more severe disciplinary action. This is his second written letter of reprimand. We have dated on September 17th, 2019. On June 14th, 2019, Officer Christian Pinella conducted a traffic stop in the 6900 block of Summit Park Drive in Dallas, Texas. Officer Pinella observed the motorist commit a traffic violation on North Clark Road in Duncanville, Texas. The motorist stopped the vehicle on Summit Park Drive, which is a short distance from the offense location. As Officer Pinella approached the stopped vehicle, he smelled an odor of marijuana emitting from the stopped vehicle. Once Officer Pinella reached the driver's front door area of the stopped
We call that the free sniff, guys. The free sniff.
Vehicle, he observed the first of two handguns in a dashboard compartment. Officer Pinella reached inside the vehicle to secure the first handgun. Officer Pinella asked the motorist if any additional guns were in the vehicle and was told yes. A second handgun was located in the front driver's side door compartment. It appeared ammunition was chambered in both handguns. Officer Pinella made the decision to arrest the motorist and attempted to handcuff him. Officer Pinella applied a quote-unquote wrist lock to the motorist's wrist as he was attempting to handcuff him. The motorist resisted and rapidly fled the scene in the previously stopped vehicle with one handcuff on. Officers were unable to locate the motorist. Later, the motorist turned himself into the Duncanville Police Department. Officer Pinella committed several safety violations during this incident. The safety violations will be outlined in a separate written reprimand addressed to Officer Pinella. This matter was investigated by Internal Affairs Investigator Sgt Christopher Fries. The findings of this investigation resulted in various classifications. One or more allegations were unfounded, one or more allegations were sustained, and one or more violations not related to initial complaint were discovered. Unfounded means the allegation is proven false or did not occur. Sustained means that the allegation is supported by sufficient evidence. Violation not related to initial complaint means a sustained act of misconduct not related to the initial complaint. It was discovered that you failed to ensure Officer Pinella complete a use of force report prior to the end of his shift. As required by Duncanville Police Department Regulation 5.32, you reviewed recordings of the traffic stop conducted by Officer Pinella and observed that he applied quote-unquote a wrist lock on motor vehicle during the stop. While you did notice the document safety violations committed by Officer Pinella, you failed to ensure Officer Pinella's use of force was reported as required by policy. Per Duncanville Police Department Regulation 4.01, you were given an option of choosing your chain of command or a disciplinary review board to make the disciplinary recommendation in this matter. You elected to have a disciplinary review board make the disciplinary recommendation. The disciplinary review board unanimously recommended a 2-day suspension. After reviewing the recommendation of the disciplinary review board, I had a personal meeting with you on Friday, September 13, 2019. The purpose of the meeting was for you to explain any extenuating circumstances surrounding the allegations made against you. During our meeting, you acknowledged that you were unclear whether Officer Pinella used force against a motorist during a traffic stop conducted on June 14, 2019. You also acknowledged that you did not direct Officer Pinella to complete a use of force report prior to the end of his shift as required by Duncanville Police Department Regulation 5.32. Lieutenant McCaleb directed Officer Pinella to complete a use of force report after viewing video recordings of the traffic stop. The video recording captured numerous officer safety concerns and the application of a quote-unquote wrist lock applied to the motorist's wrist by Officer Pinella. A quote-unquote wrist lock is a joint lock that is used to gain compliance and is clearly a use of force. The fact that the motorist stated, quote-unquote, "Bro, my arm hurts," should have been a clue to both you and Officer Pinella. Force was used and should be documented.
Damn, bro, my arm hurts. Oh. You guys have no idea how long it took me to do this voiceover this week. This print is so small. Don't worry, guys. When you guys watch it, you'll be able to flip through it and read it quicker or pause it. All right, let me go ahead and
documented appropriately. In deciding the appropriate disciplinary action, I considered numerous factors, including but not limited to your prior disciplinary history, prior similar policy violations, your honesty, right, possible harm to Duncanville Police Department's reputation, prior disciplinary action issued to other members of the Duncanville Police Department for similar policy violations, and the disciplinary recommendations from the Disciplinary Review Board. After considering all the facts, I have rejected the recommendation of the Disciplinary Review Board. I find that the only appropriate disciplinary action is a written reprimand. Boy, is that some horse shit. What's the point of a Disciplinary Review Board if you're not going to adhere to it? Supervisory personnel must issue clear, concise, and definite orders to their subordinates. Vague, ambiguous, and ill-defined orders and commands that cannot be executed are confusing to subordinates and prejudicial to the efficiency, good order, and the morale of department. It is my expectation that all supervisory personnel know the Duncanville Police Department Regulation 5.32, use of force. Law enforcement faces innumerable insurmountable challenges created by the current environment, particularly with regards to use of force. The public perception of the frequency and appropriateness of force used by the police is framed and influenced largely by the media depictions. There is a large body of case law that permits the police to use force that is reasonably necessary to overcome the force used against them. That's Connor versus Graham. The public often perceives that force as excessive when it is not. In addition, use of force is a high liability area. It is incumbent upon law enforcement agencies to ensure that officers use force appropriately and that each use of force incident is properly documented. After viewing recordings of Officer Pinella's traffic stop, I am disappointed you did not immediately identify force was used. We must provide clear and concise instructions to subordinates, which begins with a good understanding of our policies. I therefore want to caution you that if you are involved in any other sustained complaints resulting from similar circumstances, the disciplinary action may be more severe. Written reprimands are not appealable under Chapter 143 of the Texas Local Government Code. Please consider this matter closed.
Now, that's just one. Like I said, we're getting into more, but I want to hit this with you guys real quick before we do anything else. Let me get into present, share screen, go back to. I want you guys to really get this knife, man. You guys got to really get this knife. I got the Second Amendment knife right here for you. Look at that bad chicken. Got it on sale right now, guys. Normally $19.95, $14.95 right there on the screen. Get it right there in the link at TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. It's in the description page. This video will be fully on the marked as public come Monday morning. Right now it's on members only that I just launched it earlier. Jug, what's up, buddy? What's up? So anyways, we're going to get back to this video. We're going to go to...
That's a knife.
It's a knife. Yeah. Don't you got yours coming today or tomorrow?
Thank you. I don't even know if I got one.
I think it's supposed to be today or tomorrow, man. It's shit, I got the wrong one in there. I got your. I think I got yours in OTO
dated May 9th, 2019.
Got you.
Pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 143 of the Texas Local Government Code, Section 143.052, I have temporarily suspended Sgt Younts, badge number 185, from duty as a police sergeant of the city of Duncanville for a period of 1 day. Oh, wow. One whole day. The temporary suspension is effective on Friday, May 10th, 2019. I took this action because Sgt Younts violated Section 4.1, subsection L of the City of Duncanville Civil Service Rules and Regulations, which sets forth the grounds for disciplinary suspensions of employees in the classified service and states, Section 16, grounds for removal or suspension. The following are declared to be grounds for removal or suspension of an employee from the classified service of the City of Duncanville. L. Violation of any of the rules and regulations, standard operating procedures, and or administrative directives of the fire department and police department or of special orders as applicable or the ordinances of the City of Duncanville. By his conduct as detailed below, Sgt Younts has also violated certain sections of the Police Department Code of Conduct and General Order 117. Sgt Younts has received a copy of the Code of Conduct and General Order 117 and is required to have read and conduct himself by and in accordance with said Code of Conduct and General Order 117. The specific provisions with Sgt Younts is violated are as follows. General Order 2.01, subsection 2, rules, subsection A. Every employee shall perform his duties as required or directed by 1. Law, 2. Departmental policy, procedure, or rule, 3. Any lawful order of a superior. General Order 4.01, subsection 2, rules, subsection A. Conduct unbecoming is any conduct which adversely affects the morale, operations, or efficiency of the department, or any conduct which has a tendency to adversely affect, lower, or destroy public respect and confidence in the department or any officer or employee. Conduct unbecoming also includes any conduct which brings the department or any officer or employee into disrepute or brings discredit upon the department or any officer or employee. Officers and employees shall conduct themselves at all times, both on and off duty, in such a manner so as to reflect most favorably among the department. Duncanville Police Department Code of Conduct, Chapter 4, Subsection 2 Rules. A. Dereliction of duty on the part of any employee detrimental to the proper performance of the functions of the department is cause for corrective action. The following subsections constitute dereliction of duty. 2. Failure to observe and give effect to the policies of the department. Subsection C. No employee shall engage in any conduct which adversely affects the morale or efficiency of the department or which has a tendency to adversely affect, lower, or destroy public respect and confidence in the department or officer. The following acts and conduct of Sgt Younts are in violation of the above quoted sections and subsections of the City of Duncanville Civil Service Rules and Regulations.
So, what do you think so far, Brick, about these complaints?
I mean, can you kind of, because I know it's a lot, can you kind of nutshell it?
So a lot of these right here are more. I'll skip forward a little bit. I mean, I got a little commentary in there occasionally, but
well, it sounds to me like there's a lot of reputation complaints. So it sounds to me like there's a lot of basic conduct, like maybe just being rude or things like that.
There's a lot of supervisory issues with this guy.
Yeah.
So my question is, and you saw in the beginning, he's got 4 written reprimands, 4, and 3 suspensions. How is he still a sergeant?
That's what they want.
He's still a cop in Duncanville.
That's what they want.
Actually, not according to like the new chief and stuff. Now, the old chief retired at the beginning of the year. Now, it seemed like the new chief doesn't like this guy very much. Now, I want to show you. I'm gonna get off just a hair because I want to show you guys another video that I couldn't fit in here that I found of him. That it's like these answers are just, and this was about 5 years ago. It's these answers are just dumbass answers. I mean, he was hired on in 2008. So he just had a lot of dumb answers. I'm just trying to find it real quick. I'm on their page. I know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get back because they post a lot of videos on their YouTube page.
Yeah, they're too worried about putting out propaganda than they are worried about.
That's right.
Putting out some kind of disciplinary thing for the officers who don't act appropriately.
They did this little like meet the cop thing or whatever. Here, let me see if I can find it here. Hang on.
Yeah, what they need to learn is they're not going to be able to win trust through telling people that they're a good person. You know, they need to just do their job, and that's it. We're not paying them to tell us that they're good people.
No, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this video real quick. It's only 5 minutes. I wasn't really gonna do it, but I think it's kind of important,
right?
Based on what we're dealing with. Now, keep in mind, this was 5 years ago.
Hey guys, Lieutenant Stogner here again. I'm here with Sgt Younts. We're going to do the Meet the Officer Monday.
Now, let me do this real quick, just to give you guys some narrative. The guy on the left here, okay, this is now the chief. He was lieutenant. His name is now Chief Matthew Stogner, okay? So this is the guy to call about Sgt Younts over here, okay? Now, you can tell that the guy in front of the camera 5 years ago, yeah, that's right. I am full-timer now. So this is 5 years ago. I mean, and look at his face and listen to his answers in this video. It's going to blow your mind.
He's our first person that signed up for it. We're going to discuss or ask him a series of questions. Some of them actually came from you guys from Facebook. Hopefully you watch and get your question answered. So Sgt Younts, what was your hire date?
March 24th, 2008.
March 24th, 2008. So how long have you been here now?
Coming up on 11 years.
11 years. Why did you end up choosing Duncanville Police Department?
I was just searching around for the area and happened to come across the Duncanville. Put my application in, got hired on.
Awesome. What's your overall goal?
Okay, now you heard that, right?
Yeah, that's a problem.
I was looking around for a job, and I'm a country bumpkin, and they happen to hire me. That's pretty much what I heard.
Yeah, basically what I didn't hear is I didn't hear, oh, I have community ties, or I have, family who was officers here. Nothing like that, right? So for me, right, so I did landscape. I did lawn maintenance, right, when I was, younger. And I did it for quite some time. And the reason I did that was because some of the guys that I knew and I kind of hung out with were lawn maintenance, tree work, that sort of stuff. I've done tree work too. It's the same thing, right? Typically what you choose to do is what you want to do because that's the kind of people you hang around. But like, it's really not the case with a cop, right? It's just, I'm looking for a job,
Well, that's exactly what I took from this video, this little interview. But here it's going to get better because I think he asked what his goals were right here. Listen to this.
What's your overall goal here at the police department? Obviously, you started as a police officer. You promoted to the rank of sergeant. Were you already certified prior to coming here?
No, I applied with Duncanville, got hired on. They sent me through the academy and got all my training through there, and here I am.
All right, and what's your shift assignment right now?
Right now, I'm a sergeant for Alpha Days. That's every other Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 6 to 6.
Okay, so you get 3 days off 1 week, 4 days off the other week.
Correct.
Schedule's
So thank you for telling me what your schedule is, buddy. Now, that just tells you guys that he alternates every Wednesday. He's there every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that effect from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday with the opposite alternating Wednesdays.
Yep.
So, okay.
really nice. Enjoy it.
Yes.
Get to do things during the week where it's really not that busy out there. Whereas, people work Monday through Friday. You're doing a lot of stuff on the weekends where it's really busy and you're trying to get stuff done.
Wasn't that funny right there too?
All right. Well,
what's that?
I just want to point something out to folks. So, there's a lot of people out there who give people who don't work Monday to Friday 9 to 5 jobs a hard time. This is for all you trolls out there who sit there and go, "You ain't working during the week, go get a job." Right? The cops don't do that. They literally work shifts, right? So, it is funny. I hear that all the time from bootlickers. Excuse me. Bootlickers. The
Yep.
cops don't work 9 to 5s. There you go.
Well, and also too, the other thing is, it's like he's talking about it's busy on the weekend. Yeah. So what you're trying to say is on the weekend, you're just trying to put those people in torture cuffs and take them down to a dungeon. Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because
sounds like you're looking for. Sounds like you're looking for action.
Yeah, people are having a good time on the weekend. You can't let them do that.
No, you got the fun police and you got the feelings police.
That's right.
what is your favorite single moment as a police officer in your 11 years?
It would probably have to be, I guess, getting my badge. That's a big.
Hold on.
Your favorite single.
Hold on. You guys got to hear this again, okay? So I had to play this back. Listen to what he says. Listen to the question, and listen to the dumbass answer.
Moment as a police officer in your 11 years.
It would probably have to be, I guess, getting my badge. That's a big. I guess, big moment for anybody, but it was for me especially because it was my first time applying. Didn't think I would really have the chance. Didn't think I would, muster up to have it, but I got chosen, and that was, quite an honor to have been selected by Duncanville to become a police officer, because a whole lot of people strive to become a police officer.
You got chosen or you got selected. How about nobody else wanted a goddamn job, and you were the only bumpkin at 6 foot something that they decided to take?
Yeah. Yeah. This is straight propaganda, right? So if that's your biggest moment in your career is just getting the badge, right? Look, when I get hired onto a place, right, if I'm going to get hired on or get a job, like if I go out and I ask, can I, do this job for you, or put down a bid or whatever the bid comes to, that's great. But it is not the height of the job. The height of the job for me was always getting the job done, standing back and looking at the job getting done, right? Now, for a police officer, I would assume that would mean witnessing rehabilitation in an individual who had a really, really tough life. But that is not the height of this guy's career. After 11 years, none of that. There's nobody he's seen that's saying, he's looking at it going, I remember when that guy had a really hard time in life. That's, man, I met this guy. He had a tough time. After 11 years, that right there, like, this guy, what's wrong with his head? It's just about money for him.
Well, my question is this. If you notice the difference in 5 years from this video to Texas Gal's video, I mean, there's a night and day. Like, oh, I got my badge and I'm trying to act all shy, but then no supervisor around. I'll just do whatever I want because I got that nice shiny little badge.
Yep.
Which is my proudest moment in my life of being a police officer.
Yep.
Really?
There you go, bootlickers.
There you go. And he's ready to just violate somebody's right, and that could be you next. So, anyways, let me play the rest of this so you can hear this guy's dumbass questions.
And many don't get chosen, so I'm really proud that I was chosen.
Awesome. What's the most recent training you attended?
The most recent training is the FBI Leader series. It's a supervisor series that kind of gets more in depth into how you lead your crew and other officers, and is a developmental course.
And is it just one?
Wait a second. We just talked about supervisory, and he's got all these write-ups for being a bad supervisor. So what the hell? So is it training, or is it actually, I mean, I should have included that in the video. Jesus Christ.
I believe it is a little bit of the training. I do believe they're trained to be like that. But it
dumbasses?
To be dumbasses. I do believe that. It's like the revolving door of the prison pipeline, right? And so what they want, like what they're hiring on, is this type of a person, the type of a person that can be told and wants to be told what to do.
Yep. Beta males, as Chili likes to call them.
Betas. That's right. Has no mind for himself.
Today is over a series of training classes.
They have 3 different series: the SLI, CLI, and ELI, and each are a week long. And I've completed all 3 to have the trilogy.
So to better explain, the SLI means what?
Supervisor Leader Series, CLI is Command Leader Series, and the ELI is Executive. And
Okay.
each dive off into a different level of supervision.
Awesome. Developing people here. What is your
Awesome. All that bullshit you just spewed at us.
Yeah.
favorite restaurant here in Duncanville? I would have to say
his favorite restaurant is all of them.
yeah, visit Subway quite a bit. They got good sandwiches there.
Subway, that dude ain't never seen the inside of a Subway. He's like me, he likes that fast food, but it ain't Subway.
Subway, yeah, that's good. Is there
No,
throughout
he likes
your
Subway because that gets
time,
delivered.
grade school, all the way
He's like Subway because he likes that foot long.
All that meat. Oh, excuse me.
All that meat. That's right.
You-
All that sausage.
you got
All
me
that
talking
pork,
about
bootlicker.
Sandwiches.
Anyways, he likes that. He likes some sandwiches. Ham sandwiches.
high school into college. Is there any teacher that you encountered that had a lot of influence over you?
I got to give it up to my mom and dad and any other family that helped me out growing up. Everybody was very involved and made who I am today.
Awesome.
Awesome.
What do you do away from work?
Of course, family man, have a wife and kids.
Wait, family man. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten to that part of the video that I put together yet. Talk about family man. It's gonna get really good, guys. You gotta watch the rest of the video. But this is why I wanted to show the interview part, so that way everything that we're started already seeing, or we can continue to see until the end of the video, it's gonna ring a bell there for you.
Yeah, is this guy really who he says he is?
That's what I'm saying. We're exposing dirty cops today, and he's a dirty pig. He's a dirty pig.
Spent a lot of time with them, but just to get away, play golf, hang out, just kind of unwind away from work.
You are an addict.
Just want to let you guys know that's the only truth he's probably told as far as he plays golf. What he doesn't tell you is he gets liquored up and comes home. Driving, by the way. And we'll get to that too, because I've got documentation of that.
Avid golfer.
I tried.
Have you ever had a hole in one?
I have.
Yeah, just one.
Yes.
All
Just
right,
one.
that's good.
Yes.
Yes.
May 2016.
May 2016. Where were you at?
Hackberry Country Club.
Hackberry Country Club.
I believe it's
You
number
remember the
9, par 3.
hole? Par 3, number 9. How many yards?
It's like 300 yards.
All right,
He
to finish
used to
this
get
up,
all
what's your
shucks country boy.
I don't know how he hit the ball with a six-pack in him.
Be aware of your surroundings. Stay off the phone, be alert, be involved with your kids. You're a big influence to them, whether you think so or not, and be involved.
That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sgt Younts, Alpha Days Sergeant.
Oh, we've enjoyed it dearly because you're gonna see why in a second. Dumbass.
Night and day.
Oh, don't get here we go, man. Let me get this back up here on stage.
3-9. Within 120 days, calendar days, from the date of the correspondence. The training course will be paid with funds from the training budget of the city of Duncanville, Texas Police Department. The training course may be completed online, or Sgt Younts may attend the training course in person.
Now, wait a second. I have a problem with this. So now they're going to go ahead and train him for getting in trouble and pay for the training, but we get in trouble and get arrested. We got to pay fines and we got to pay for stuff. So why isn't he paying for the training class? He should have already taken it according to his interview. He already has. So, why is he getting in so much trouble? But anyways, I'm just saying. Any thoughts on that, Brick?
Nope. You said it all.
Sgt Younts must submit a certificate of completion to police administration upon successful completion of the course. That's bullshit, but okay. In the event Sgt Younts has already completed Cultural Diversity Course 3939, he will be required to complete a Workplace Harassment Prevention Training course recommended by City of Duncanville Human Resource Director Todd Sigel or his designee. The Workplace Harassment Prevention Training course may be completed online, or Sgt Younts may attend the training course in person. Sgt Younts must submit a certificate of completion to police administration upon successful completion of the training course. After considering all the facts, I find that the only appropriate disciplinary action is a temporary suspension and additional training. In addition to the 1-day temporary suspension, Sgt Younts will be required to successfully...
Okay, Brick, you look like you want to say something there.
I mean, it's this suspension crap, even if it's unpaid. Like, there's only so much garbage that you can allow. I mean, like if the garbage is overflowing out of the can kind of thing, you take it out. It's time to get rid of it, you know? And the thing is, I mean, I do understand mistakes can happen. But in a job or a duty that is paid, it's a paid duty. Like there's a point. Oh, here's a
You
good
said duty.
Yeah, I was gonna go down that road, right? Once you put so much duty in the toilet, you got to flush it, right?
That's right.
I mean, it's wild, man, because this is literally how it goes. They just let it go and let it go and let it go, and it's the same person in there the whole time. This guy, it's like, is it time to get rid of him? I mean, because this isn't like you're dealing with, like for instance, going back to lawn maintenance, right? the lines on the lawn don't look perfect. So, you know, you teach the guy how to do that correctly, blah, 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 goes back to training, yada, yada. No, you're dealing with people's lives in the police force, right? So
that's correct.
It's wild.
Complete Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, also known as TCOL, Cultural Diversity Course 3939, within 120 days, calendar days, from the date of the correspondence. The training course will be paid with funds from the training budget of the City of Duncanville, Texas Police Department. The training course may be completed online, or Sgt Younts may attend the training course in person. Sgt Younts must submit a certificate of completion to Police Administration upon successful completion of the course. That's bullshit, but okay. In the event Sgt Younts has already completed Cultural Diversity Course 3939.
Yeah, I sure saying bullshit a lot on these damn write-ups. But you know, as I was voicing them over and reading them, I was thinking in my head bullshit, because they just literally, oh well, we're gonna punish you, but we're really not gonna punish you. I mean, what is it? It's like saying, Johnny, you go to timeout. Oh wait, never mind. You can come back over here. I mean, it's like, come on.
Well, it's an incentive to fuck up.
Yeah, you can take a vacation. Look, James Forbes says exactly. Bullshit.
He will be required to complete a workplace harassment prevention training course recommended by City of Duncanville Human Resource Director Todd Sigel or his designee. The workplace harassment prevention training course may be completed on.
Now, just to give you insight on that write-up, the reason he's got to do that is because what happened was he called Officer Arias to his office, and in fact, Officer Arias, you see her right here. Watch this. I'm just trying to pull it up real quick. This is Officer. Let me present. Screen share. Duncanville.
Hello, everyone. I'm Officer Michelle Arias, and I'm here to talk
Listen to this little accent.
about jugging today. Jugging is a scheme in which an offender or a group of offenders target.
Now, keep in mind, she is.
Or Sgt Younts may attend the training course.
She's the only one there that's pretty much fluent Spanish during the daytime. So what happened was there was Officer Blackmore and Crates, I think is the name. They basically targeted a Hispanic man, and then the wife came and was like basically complaining on the phone about how they targeted him and everything like that. So she came to translate. Well, while she's on the phone translating the complaint to Sgt Younts, Crates and Blackmore come in, and she's basically trying to translate the complaint in front of them. And basically, after they heard what was going on, he basically made some sort of comment in front of her about how she's favoring the lady because she speaks Spanish instead of just, translating everything. So the Arias didn't like the comment, so she ended up reporting him, which is what caused him to get written up. So, His own subordinates don't like him. The public doesn't like him. Yeah, damage control is what that video was. 5 years too early or too late, depending on, how you look at it, because that was done in 2018, 5 years ago. Okay. Well, all his write-ups started, all his fuck-ups, pardon my French, his mess-ups started in 2018, 2019. That's when all his mess-ups started happening. So basically when that video came out, he started messing up.
Yeah, you
And he had one write-up 3 years after he got there for some other little incident, but wasn't a big deal. But all this stuff is all supervisory stuff. As a supervisor, you should not be getting written up, especially this much.
Yep.
Because supervisors get away with a lot more, like a lot. They have a lot of leeway, but to get written up, you're screwing up that bad. So here, let me give further ado. That's what this write-up was all about.
Sgt Younts must submit a certificate of completion to Police Administration Review Board to make the disciplinary. You also acknowledge that you did not inform her of the on-call day of December 30th, 2018, as you had done for Review Board.
Okay, so this one right here that you're going to hear real quick, I'm going to play the whole thing for you guys. You can do it on this one. He approved somebody for a vacation the day before he put her on call for those 2 days and didn't bother to tell her she was on call for those 2 days. She went off to Colorado, and then one officer called in, and when the other on-duty officer sergeant tried to call her, she didn't answer the phone. And when she finally did answer the phone, it was like, well, where are you? You're supposed to be on for shift. No, I'm on vacation. I'm here. I got it approved by Sgt Younts. Well, no, you're supposed to be on call. No one told me I was on call. Text messages between her and Younts like, hey, you never told me I was on call, never told me I was on the schedule. And then he's made some sort of comments about, well, it's your job to check. If you're going to put somebody on call, why don't you tell them that you're putting them on call? You're the one doing the schedule.
You're right. You're on the schedule, it's fine, but on call is different.
Yeah, because if someone calls off and you knew they were leaving because you approved their day off, their vacation day, the day before they were on call.
Yeah.
So you should have said something then.
Yeah, because I might have something planned, within the week.
And you know what's funny is this is another woman too. This is 2 women that he's had a problem with, cops. Okay, 2 already. And then we saw Texas Gal's video, and we're gonna get to his wife too. We're gonna get to that wife issue. We're gonna get to a personal issue that's public record that I was able to get. Okay, and then on top of that, these other complaints. So it sounds to me like he's got a problem with women, but you're gonna find out why when you get to the personal issue. That's the grand finale. I'm saving it for last.
To make the disciplinary recommendation in this matter, you elected to have your chain of command make the disciplinary recommendation. Your chain of command included Lieutenant Chris McCaleb and Assistant Chief of Police Mark Livigny. Your chain of command disciplinary recommendations were not unanimous. Lieutenant McCaleb recommended a written reprimand, and Assistant Chief Livigny recommended a written reprimand and an attendance in the next City of Duncanville leadership training course. After reviewing the recommendations of your chain of command, I had a personal meeting with you on March 6, 2019. The purpose of the meeting was for you to explain any extenuating circumstances surrounding the allegations made against you. During our meeting, you acknowledged that you knew Officer Dutton was going to be out of town on December 29, 2018. December 29, 2018. You also acknowledged that you did not inform her of the on-call day of December 30th, 2018, as you had done for other subordinates. Furthermore, the Internal Affairs investigation concluded that you approved vacation for Officer Dutton to be out of town the day prior to her scheduled on-call day. Finally, a text message exchanged between you and Officer Dutton stated, quote unquote, I understand it's partially my fault for not switching the on-call, but my view on it is we're all adults and have to remember to check stuff like that, and I shouldn't need to keep watch over simple stuff like that, especially when time is short notice and it's known on short notice you have to respond or have it covered by someone. In deciding the appropriate disciplinary action, I covered numerous factors, including but not limited to your disciplinary history, prior similar policy violations, your honesty, possible harm to the Duncanville Police Department's reputation, prior disciplinary action issued to other members of the Duncanville Police Department for similar policy violations, and the disciplinary recommendations from your chain of command. After reconsidering all the facts, I find that the only appropriate disciplinary action is a written reprimand and attendance in the next scheduled City of Duncanville leadership training course. Supervisory personnel must issue clear, concise, and definite orders to their subordinates. Vague and ambiguous and ill-defined orders and commands that cannot be executed are confusing to subordinates and prejudicial to the efficiency, good order, and the morale of the department. I therefore want you to caution that if you are involved in any of those sustained complaints resulting from similar circumstances, the disciplinary action may be more severe. Yeah, right. This guy has been written up and suspended over and over and over. Nothing ever happens to this guy. Written reprimands are not appealable under Chapter 143 of the Texas Local Government Code. Please consider this matter closed. Yet,
what do you think about that, Brick? What did I just say there at the end? Because, I mean, that's over and over and over, but nothing ever happens.
Well, it's a good thing that at least the written reprimands, once that's, decided, it stays on the record. At least that. I guess it's something. It's better than nothing, which seems to be really what it is. Basically, it's nothing.
We have Tex Gal in the chat again. She's at work, so she's in and out. But you see what James said right there on the screen? I put that up on top there. Says, I'm mad because you had to do jail time, Tex. I mean, you saw what happened, dude. I mean, that guy basically acted like he was security for the damn post office. I mean, you can't just come in and trespass somebody. Why?
And not even good security.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because he doesn't know the law.
He was mad because he had to leave Dunkin' Donuts in Duncanville.
Right.
But anyways, let's get back to this next one.
here we have another suspension, May 8th, 2019. Pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 143 of the Texas Local Government Code, Section 143.052, I have temporarily suspended Sgt Younts, badge number 185, from duty as police officer sergeant of the City of Duncanville for a period of 1 day. Shocking again. The temporary suspension is effective on May 10th, 2019. I took this action because Sgt Younts violated Section 4.1, subsection L of the City of Duncanville Civil Service Rules and Regulations, again, which sets forth the grounds for disciplinary suspensions of employees in the classified service and states. Section 16, grounds for removal or suspension. The following are declared to be grounds for removal or suspension of an employee from the classified service by the City of Duncanville. Subsection L, violation of any of these rules and regulations, standard operating procedures, and or administrative directives of the fire department and police department or of special orders as applicable or the ordinances of the City of Duncanville. All right, written reprimand again.
Okay, so here's what I want to let you guys know, okay? Now, you guys can always petition your government, okay? You can always petition your government. Whether you want to do it by email, do it by phone, by letter, in person, assemble peacefully and protest and let them know. You have the right to do that. You don't have to sit here and take it lying down at all. If you want this dirty cop gone, here, I'll do this for you guys. I'll put this in the chat. Okay, copy here. I'll do this. I'll actually do this. Doot. All right, I'm gonna pin this real quick. There you go. If you guys want to go ahead and call Chief Matthew Stogner at the police department, there's the phone number, option 4, and there's his email right there. mstogner@duncanvillepd.com. You guys are more than welcome to call it, email, and petition. I'm not telling you to do it. You can do it on your own behalf, but if it was me, if I was in your position, I would do it. I would call and petition. If I wasn't on this phone and had my microphone working on my PC, I'd probably be pulling a chili and calling right now. Doing it live, just like I did the other day back when my PC wasn't working. So let me get back into this video. But before I do, you guys do know that we, let's see, where was I going with this? Yeah, at the stage. Let's see, where was I going with this? There you go. Make sure you get your Second Amendment knife, guys. Look at this. Look at that beautiful blade. And laser engraved Second Amendment right there on your knife. 13 stars. You know, you got the red and white stripes as well. Normally $19.95. You get it on sale right now, $14.95. Save $5 plus tax and shipping. Get it for the holidays. I'm sure you got stocking stuffers you need to fill. I'm sure you've got some sort of friends, loved ones that need gifts. Anyways, get over to TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. These are just some of the gifts right here that people have bought. You got stun guns, knives, and other factors. And just to show you, let me get back here to the homepage. Right here, you got all kinds of stuff that's on sale right now. So that's all on sale right there. Okay? So make sure you get over there to TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. I'm going to get back to this bad chicken
Internal
right
Affairs
here.
investigation was initiated after determining that the Middle
Now, by the way, this is where his wife's going to come into play. So listen pretty carefully.
Lothian Police Department responded to your home on July 2nd, 2022. During that call, you advised responding Midlothian police officers that your estranged wife attempted to strangle you in your home on May 14, 2022. You reported neither incident to your supervisor as required by Duncanville Police Department General Order 2.05.
By the way, guys, I can't make this shit up. I just followed the breadcrumbs.
So she reported on him.
He's trying to report on her.
Excuse me. He reported on her attempt to attack
here's
him.
the problem. He failed to report the incident that happened to his job because it deals with family domestic violence. It's a third-degree felony, which could jeopardize his job, which is what states in this write-up or the suspension or whatever this is. I think it's a written reprimand for failing to report it. But
he reported it to the police.
Okay, so I can't tell you what happened because I'm saving that little for the end. That's the grand finale at the end.
All right.
So this is a family disturbance that he failed to report to his job.
Gotcha. Domestic disturbance. Gotcha.
He lives in another town, so the other officers basically reported to his job, and he should have reported it himself.
Gotcha.
So because he failed to report, he got written up.
Gotcha.
Notification of supervisors. This matter was investigated by Internal Affairs investigator Sergeant Christopher Frias. The findings of this Internal Affairs investigation resulted in one sustained classification. Sustained means that the allegation is supported by sufficient evidence. The sustained part of the investigation had to do with not reporting the incident that took place at your residence on May 14, 2022. Per Duncanville Police Department Regulation 4.01, you were given an option of choosing your chain of command or disciplinary review board to make the disciplinary recommendation in this matter. You elected to have a disciplinary review board make the disciplinary recommendation. Assistant Chief STOGNER selected Sergeant Nathan Roach to chair the board. Sergeant Roach selected Sergeant Adrian Tahirina and Detective Chad Berger as recommending board members. Officer Darius Williams was also present to guide any questions regarding process, but was not a recommending board member. The disciplinary review board met regarding this matter on September 6, 2022. After reviewing the evidence, the board recommended you receive a verbal reprimand for counseling, and that Duncanville Police Department General Order 2.05 be amended to remove any ambiguity and clarify the department's expectations relative to the order. After reviewing the recommendations of the Disciplinary Review Board, I had a personal meeting with you on September 9, 2022. The purpose of the meeting was for you to explain anything further you felt was pertinent surrounding the sustained complaint and allegations made against you. During our meeting, you indicated that you spoke with Sergeant McCarty on July 4th. Neither of you felt a notification to your supervisor or the department was required relative to the July 2nd incident at your home. You also confirmed that during the Midlothian police response to your home on July 2nd, 2022, you reported an incident in mid-May in which you alleged your estranged wife attempted to strangle you. Finally, I advised you of the recommendation of the Disciplinary Review Board impaneled for this matter. In deciding the appropriate disciplinary action, I consider numerous factors, including but not limited to your tenure, your rank, your prior disciplinary history, prior similar policy violations, your honesty, possible harm to the Duncanville Police Department's reputation, prior disciplinary action issued to other members of the Duncanville Police Department for similar policy violations, and the disciplinary recommendations from the Disciplinary Review Board. After considering all the facts, I find that the only appropriate disciplinary action is a written reprimand. Duncanville Police General Order 2.05 is purposely broad because every circumstance cannot be contemplated when an employee should notify their supervisor of a matter in which the department would logically be concerned. You initially reported an incident to the responding Midlothian police officers having occurred on May 14, 2022, during the response to your home on July 2nd, 2022. At that time, you alleged your wife attempted to strangle you on May 14, 2022 at your home in Midlothian. You advised that this occurred after you found information on her phone which led you to believe your wife was having an extramarital affair. As a police sergeant and as someone who has likely responded to or other officers' responses to hundreds of domestic violence calls for service, you failed to immediately report this incident to the agency with jurisdiction or to the department, given that 1. Police officers often respond to domestic violence calls in which it is difficult to determine which party is the victim or the suspect. 2. You failed to report the incident for 6 weeks to the law enforcement agency with jurisdiction or to your supervisor. And 3, the fact that a domestic violence conviction places a law enforcement officer's job in jeopardy. The May 14th incident is clearly an incident which the department would have logically been concerned. I want to caution you that if you were involved in any other sustained complaint resulting from similar circumstances, the disciplinary action may be more severe. Written reprimands are not appealable under 143 chapter of the Texas Local Government Code.
King Bluto just became a member. Woohoo! What does it say? Woohoo! No, I'm trying to remember what. Oh, woohoo! Text message.
Please consider this matter closed. Here we go. Another suspension, May 22nd, 2024.
Okay, so that one was based on his residence. This one is based on Texas Gal Audit's post office audit. Okay. So you're going to hear the complaint on her audit now.
Not right.
This is going to be from the Texas Gal Audit's video that you're seeing here. This is why he got suspended. Pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 143 of the Texas Local Government Code, Section 143052, I am temporarily suspended for a reasonable period. Police Sergeant Sgt Younts, badge number 185, from duty as a police officer as the city of Duncanville for a period of 2 days. The temporary suspension is effective on Thursday, June 6, 2024, and Wednesday, June 19, 2024.
Whoa, hold on. Do you notice that they did 2 separate days? They're like 2 weeks apart? Did you hear that, Brick?
No, I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
You back it up real quick. So it's right here.
3, the fact that a domestic violence conviction places a law enforcement officer's job in jeopardy. 3, temporarily suspended for a reasonable period. Police Sergeant Sgt Younts, badge number 185, from duty as a police officer as the city of Duncanville for a period of 2 days. The temporary suspension is effective on Thursday, June 6, 2024, and Wednesday, June 19, 2024.
So why would you have 2 days over 2 weeks?
Because it's not a real suspension.
That's right. What does Chili call them?
Days off.
Paid vacation.
Or paid or unpaid. It doesn't really matter. It's a day off. It's a vacation. It's a day that you don't have to work. Like, it's not like you're just, all of a sudden, you're under discipline. It's not the same, right?
It's not the same.
And 2 days? Really? 2 days?
2 days. Yeah. And now you're going to hear why.
For 2 8-hour days. In other words, he gets a vacation. I recommend this action because Sgt Younts violated Section 4.1, subsections D, E, and L of the City of Duncanville Civil Service Rules and Regulations, which sets forth the ground for disciplinary suspensions of employees in the classified service. Factual resume from Internal Affairs. On February 29, 2024, at approximately 4:10 p.m., Sgt Younts responded to a call for service at the Duncanville Post Office located at 711 South Cedar Ridge Drive regarding a verbal disturbance involving a female. Dispatch advised that the reporting party stated there was a female inside the post office recording people who were shouting.
Now it says a female inside the post office. So what does that mean? Sounds to me like somebody from outside the post office called. Because why wouldn't they just say at the post office? Now they're saying in the post office. So, and I wasn't able to get the actual 911. No, I think I did get the actual 911 call or call log or something, but it ended up being that third party that was trying to like act like a Karen because she was filming. It wasn't even the post office that called. In fact, this is the second time she was at this post office, and the postmaster told her people the last time when they failed, don't engage with her if she comes in. Let her do her thing and let her leave, which is what she was doing. She was standing in line to buy a stamp, getting ready to leave when the knucklehead showed up.
Right.
Out loud and harassing customers inside the business. Sgt Younts arrived on scene and spoke with the female in question, Zoe Prince, who was recording. Sgt Younts asked the female to step out of the postal area in the lobby, but she refused. The female said she was allowed to record and was not going anywhere because of her immunity. Sgt Younts then heard another officer on the radio call out something that was inaudible over.
Go ahead. What did you just say, Brick?
Did you read that off of there where it says?
I did read it off. I think they typed it up wrong. Because
they didn't type it up wrong.
They said something about her losing her immunity, which is not what was said.
Which is not what was said. Right.
She said, "Do you want to lose your qualified immunity?" And so somehow they didn't write. When they typed it, they somehow got it backwards.
No, they didn't get it backwards. That's what they believe she said.
Well, they have body cam footage of it.
Yeah,
so how'd they get it wrong?
I know. That's what makes it worse. That's what makes it worse. Because they don't even know what she's talking about. Either that or they're making it up.
Could be a little bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they know what she said, and they typed up an incorrect statement to try to make it look like it's something that it's not. Because this is a report. This is a disciplinary
we got a
report.
$25 donation, so everybody thank April Rain in the chat.
Nice.
April Rain, thank you for your $25 Cash App donation. It's greatly appreciated. By the way, April, are you still in the chat? Did you get your package today? I want to see if she got her packages. Did you get your packages today? Should have gotten it today because you guys are getting yours tomorrow. It's an 8-second delay, so I got to kind of wait.
Yep. QI
is made up. That's Parmesan cheese. Not yet. You got the tracking number right. I'll have to go in and track it again, but it should have been there by now. It should have been there by today. So, but anyways, let's get back to this.
Over the radio, Sgt Younts stood by and listened to the radio traffic to ensure the officer was all right. After confirming the officer was good, Sgt Younts
make sure you get yourself a membership, April.
Returned to speaking with the female. Sgt Younts asked the supervisor behind the counter if they wanted her to conduct business inside, if they wanted her to leave. The male stated they were not going to conduct business with the female and wanted her to leave. Now that was bullshit and a lie because it never happened. The female said she was not leaving, that the Sgt Younts was not going to make her. Sgt Younts stood by until Officer Rollins arrived on the scene and then placed the female into custody for refusing to leave after she was given notice to vacate the premises from the employee inside, which did not have authorization to do so. Sgt Younts also spoke with the postmaster on site, who confirmed they did not want her conducting business inside, and after the appropriate criminally trespass warning be removed or vacated the premises. Now, you would catch that on his body camera, but again, he failed to turn it on when he went in there. So this is one of the reasons for the suspension. During the course of Sergeant Tiarana's investigation interview with Postmaster Tracy Bryce, she told him that Sgt Younts entered her office to confirm that their intentions were to proceed with criminal trespass against the complainant. Sgt Younts' body camera was attached to his body armor, and he failed to reactivate it when entering the location for further investigation by interviewing Postmaster Tracy Bryce. However, the interview was captured on Officer Rollins' body-worn camera. Sgt Younts thus never reactivated and maintained activation through the incident in question. Sgt Younts, however, did not verbally or in writing provide either his name or his badge number upon the complaint's request and was otherwise discourteous. The alleged offense of criminal trespass occurred on February 29, 2024. From February 29, 2024 through the date of this charge letter, Younts failed to undertake his supervisory duty by not completing or caused to be completed a criminal trespass field warning. In addition, Younts' supervisor failed to obtain or caused to be obtained a written statement or follow-up interviews from any persons or witnesses at the scene that could provide significant details about the alleged criminal incident. Violated provisions. In failing to provide your name and badge number to a citizen, the following Duncanville Rules Civil Services Departmental Rules and Regulations Sgt Younts has violated are as follows. Section 4.1, grounds for removal or suspension. The following are declared to be grounds for removal or suspension of an employee from the classified service of the City of Duncanville. A, it gets blank there. D, neglect of duty. E, discourtesy to the public or to a fellow employee while in the line of duty. L, violations of the rules and regulations, standing operating procedures, SOGs, and or administrative directives of the fire department and the police department or of special orders as applicable or the ordinances of the City of Duncanville. By his conduct as detailed below, Sgt Younts has also violated certain sections of the police department code of conduct and regulations. Sgt Younts has received a 2-day suspension. Now, employees shall promptly submit reports that are required by the performance of the duties or by competent authority. Any required report shall be completed before the end of that tour of duty. Procedures. After reviewing the completed investigation, I concur with the sustained allegations and violations of civil service rules and Duncanville Police Department policy, rules and regulations outlined herein against Sgt Younts. I directed Assistant Chief of Police Chris Freeze to meet with Sgt Younts to determine whether he would select his chain of command or disciplinary review board to recommend discipline in this matter. On April 11, 2024, Sgt Younts elected to have a DRB, Disciplinary Review Board, to make the disciplinary recommendation in this sustained investigation. Assistant Chief of Police Freeze directed Lieutenant Chris McCaleb to act as the chairperson for this DRB. Lieutenant McCaleb selected 2 additional members, Sergeant McCarty and Detective Berger, to sit on the DRB as stated in Duncanville Police Department Regulation 4.01. On April 16, 2024, the DRB met, reviewed, and discussed the investigation. The DRB recommended a verbal warning for failing to properly identify himself when requested by Ms. Prince. The DRB recommended a written reprimand for a violation not related to initial complaint for not activating his body-worn camera when meeting with the postmaster. On the second violation not related to the initial complaint for failure to promptly submit reports that are required by the performance of their duties or by competent authority, any required report shall be completed before the end of the tour of that duty. As the date of their memo, April 18, 2024, the criminal trespass warning field identification card has not been completed. The DRB unanimously recommended a 3-day suspension. The DRB further explained in their memo that Sgt Younts has 2 previous sustained violations for failure to supervise, of which he received a written reprimand for each of those 2 violations. Furthermore, the DRB advised that based on progressive discipline, one of the 2 previous sustained violations should have been a 1-day suspension, and after discussing the incidents further, they concluded with the 3-day suspension. After reviewing the recommendation of the...
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm like watching Brownie because I had to like have him go use the restroom and stuff. April 11th is your birthday. April and April rain. I bet it rains, it pours. Look, there he is. Little guy. I love how I can let him go to the bathroom and come back. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hang on. Nope, you stay right there, buddy. Came back. Such a good boy. All right. Up. Good boy. All right, you know my brownie boy. He's definitely gotta be everywhere. All right, guys. So getting back to this, I gotta plug in another. You know I gotta do it, Brick. You know I gotta do it. I gotta bring this up, and I gotta plug in these products here.
Oh yeah. You talking about the knife, not the fork knife, but the knife.
Not the fork knife. So here you guys see. Look at that. I love Nightbot. He posted it right as I brought it up. That's funny. Actually, I've got it timed where he does it every 5 minutes. So, so I know when it's coming up. So guys, just to let you guys know, let me blow this up a little bit. So you guys can see. Now, April, I don't know if you saw the new product that I was putting out. Not saying you got to get it, but let me take this down to, there we go. You see that, April? There you go. That shoots pepper balls.
Uh-oh.
Get your pepper ball pistol, 68 caliber. Let me take that picture down real quick. Hang on. So it actually has, it's magazine fed. Comes with 2 CO2 cartridges. I'm trying to pull the picture up. It's having a hard time here. It's probably because I'm live streaming, but that's the new product right there. Yeah. She's like, oh yeah. I'll tell you what, it's perfect. It's perfect for, especially, I mean, I guess those auditors can't really carry that because it looks like a firearm, but it is yellow. Looks more like a taser. It's more like a taser than anything else, but yeah, that's definitely a good product. Make sure you guys get over there, TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. April's bought, Let's OTVO's bought, Stomper's bought, all great products. April's the first one that got her stuff. I think Stomper got hers in yesterday. That's right. I forgot about Stomper telling me about the woodpeckers in his backyard. He loves to shoot those things. It's not a taser. It's a pepper ball gun. It ain't going to well, if you shoot someone in the eye at close range, it could. But you know what? It's got a nice cloud of pepper spray, like 6 foot of cloudness in a big area. So it's there's like a little video on there. I don't know. You know what? I think the video is, I have to click on the description, I think. Oh, it's down here. Right there. Play this real quick.
Have confidence knowing that you are protecting your home with Saber's 68 caliber pepper projectile launcher, an easy alternative to protect your family. The maximum strength protection you get from Saber allows you to deter intruders at a safer distance, giving you the ability to avoid a dangerous situation. Choose Saber, the #1 pepper spray brand used by law enforcement when protecting your home. The Saber Home Defense Kit comes complete with 2 12-gram CO2 cartridges, 7 68 caliber pepper projectiles, 7 68 caliber practice projectiles, a soft side case for storage, and a target for safe practice. With direct contact up to 60 feet and an effective range up to 175 feet, pepper projectiles will break upon contact with any hard surface, producing a cloud of irritation affecting anyone within its 6-foot reach. Traveling at up to 350 feet per second, direct contact will cause intense pain, coughing, sneezing, and facial
Sounds like a
irritation.
cold.
Fiber optic sights redefine precision and low light conditions. The patented fixed rifle barrel provides superior accuracy and consistency, easy to use and lightweight with no recoil. The rapid fire magazine improves the ability to make contact with the intruder at a safe distance. The Saber projectile launcher gives you the confidence to protect your family. Choose Saber, the #1 pepper spray brand used by law enforcement when protecting your home, because your safety is our priority.
That's right. Your safety is our priority. So anyways.
Had a personal meeting with Sgt Younts on Friday, May 3rd, 2020.
What'd you think of that pepper ball gun? I think that's the first time you've seen it. huh? Like that, like on here.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I believe that, should always have something, and certainly a device like that, it's going to get the job done. As far as, maybe not an intruder, but someone who just kind of seems just to not get it, whether you're out in public or, in your own home, could be a situation, but either way, it's, I mean, after having used pepper spray one time in my life, I do know that it's very much effective.
Now, let me tell you this. Now, it said up to 350 feet per second, okay? Now, keep in mind, I've played paintball. I've got a paintball AR sitting right here. I can't show it on camera because it may look like a gun or whatnot, because it looks like a real AR. But that thing is chronos, what they call like zero it in at about 260 feet, 265 feet per second. Mm-hmm. So, and that hurts when you get hit one of those things. Imagine that paintball or that pepper ball at 350 feet per second. That's running almost a third faster than what my paintball gun goes for. So, I mean, it's pretty intense. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to get back into this because we are getting close to being done, and we're going to get to the home reason that he got written up. So we're almost there.
For approximately 8:15 a.m. Before deciding what discipline, if any, to administer in this matter, the purpose of the meeting was for Sgt Younts to explain any extenuating circumstances surrounding the allegations made against him. Sgt Younts said he should have returned and checked or caused the same to be completed to ensure the field interview card was completed for the criminal trespass. I advised Sgt Younts that the DRB recommended a 3-day suspension. Sgt Younts asked if the DRB, based on their recommendation on the sustained policy violation of not providing his name and badge number and the sustained failure to complete the field interview card for criminal trespass. I advised him that he was correct. Sgt Younts then mentioned there was a debate as to whether the department inputs the criminal trespass warning when an arrest is made. Sgt Younts was informed that he failed to reactivate his body-worn camera and did not record the interview of the postmaster regarding the criminal trespass. Discipline decision. In deciding the appropriate disciplinary action, I considered numerous factors. Here we go again with the lies, including but not limited to Sgt Younts' prior.
Boy, do I really call that when I'm reading this. Here we go again with the lies.
Prior disciplinary history and tenure with the Duncanville Police Department. The nature and severity of the complaints, whether Sgt Younts had any prior complaints alleging sustained violations, supervisory responsibilities, and the recommendation of his chain of command or DRB. Additionally, I factored the time between disciplinary action and mitigated the 3-day suspension by 1 day to a 2-day suspension. I also considered Sgt Younts' honesty and acceptance of responsibility during the non-adversarial meeting. After considering all the facts, I find the appropriate disciplinary action is a 2-day temporary suspension without pay. That concludes Sgt Younts' disciplinary record and the video with Texas Gal audits. I do have a little surprise for you after this picture of the angry Sgt Younts.
Crime scene. But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer! I'll be back. Uh-oh.
Now, this is the report that came from Midlothian Police Department. This is one of the reasons that Sgt Younts got written up for not reporting this to his supervisors. So let's get into it. On July 2nd, 2022, at 1546, I, Officer Getty, badge number 239, and Corporal Ship responded to blank address because I went ahead and took it out. I didn't think I should dox the officer or his wife. Midlothian, Ellis County, Texas, in reference to a report of a domestic disturbance. Dispatch advised that RP was getting a divorce and her husband was intoxicated. Corporal Ship and I are working as a 2-man unit for training. Upon arrival, Corporal Ship and I walked around the home on the north side, seeing the garage was open. Observing the garage being open, the door inside the garage was opened as well. there was a white female, Diana Younts, driver's license number is redacted, and her mother moving items out of the home. Entering in the residence, I observed several cups on the ground and a few were shattered glass. Dirk Younts, white male, driver's license also redacted, was standing in the living room of the residence, advising Corporal Ship and I that he was the homeowner and wanted Diana's mother out of the home. Dirk advised his wife and him are going through a divorce and that he works for Duncanville Police Department. Him and his wife had been moving things out of the home the day before and were only supposed to be taking personal belonging items.
Now, why would you identify yourself as a police officer, Brick, if you got somebody coming home to a home disturbance there?
Well, I'm assuming it's something to do with the idea of a little brotherly love, maybe. Trying to be like, hey man, you know, I'm a fellow officer, right? So we can kind of keep this on the hush hush, right? Maybe not.
Gangbangers club.
Yeah, not necessarily saying it outright, like, hey, can we keep this on the hush hush? But like, hey, I'm a police officer, you know? Yeah.
Pretty funny though.
Right.
But here we go. It's gonna get better. It's a screamer. Just wait. I'll be right back.
All the bigger items such as furniture were supposed to stay in the house until court. Dirk advised he arrived at the residence today to check upon the house and she was moving other items. Dirk advised that Diana attacked him on May 15, 22. He said he was strangled by Diana and there was proof on his phone, but it was deleted. Yeah, right. Right. That's why.
Yeah, right. Come on, Dirk. Come up with some better lies than that. Your jacket already says you lie and hide body cam footage, so why not delete the supposed footage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You always film the cops and your estranged wife. The videos were also on his daughter Presley's iPad that was connected to Dirk's phone. These videos were deleted off the iPad as well because of him not wanting his daughter to see that event that happened. BS. That is bullshit. He's covering up evidence like he does everything else. Dirk wanted to report the attack. Corporal Ship asked Dirk if he would be willing to give a supplement and a written statement. Dirk agreed to doing so. Dirk advised that his wife had an affair with one of his fellow officers at the Duncanville Police Department. Wondering who that officer was. Diana also had an affair with the neighbor across the street. Gee, wonder why. Dirk.
So the dirty laundry comes out.
Well, this is what he's alleging.
It's not too far from the truth. We're going to get to the police report shortly.
Okay.
So, because these are the cops taking the statement. Then you got the detective who's going to basically investigate.
Okay.
Now, he is going to, I'm going to let you know now that he's trying to do damage control because of something that's going on. When the detective talks about this incident again, you're going to see how this initial statement is flipped a little bit.
Advised on 5/14/22, he was coming home from a Ranger game late at night, probably drunk, by the way, and his wife was at the Oasis bar in Midlothian. Diana and him were supposed to meet up back at the house. Diana came home a little later throughout the night on 5/15/22. He noticed that she was drunk and passed out outside on the driveway. He then grabbed her phone and went through it, finding texts and emails. Wow, that's the cardinal rule of what not to do to your wife, is go through her phone. He noticed that she was talking to other men on her phone. Ooh, sounds like trouble in paradise to me, guys. Dirk advised he confronted Diana about it, and she tried to retrieve her phone back. Diana then went to her daughter Presley's room. He went to confront her again about the men she was talking to. He then sat on Presley's bed, and Diana with both hands for approximately 10 seconds. In Dirk's statement, he quoted, quote unquote, while laying on my bed, but he explained he was on their daughter Presley's bed. Dirk advised while he was being strangled, he was unable to breathe. I completed a domestic violence supplement packet with Dirk and received a victim statement from him as well. Dirk was also given a victim rights pamphlet. Diana wanted to give a witness statement as well, but could not write it at the moment. A report has been made for a family violence assault, Texas Penal Code 22.01, against Diana Younts, 22MP035219. My body-worn camera and Corporal Schiff's body-worn camera were recording during this incident, as was in the car camera of Unit 1906. Detective Aaron Bluss was assigned to this case on...
Now, this is where the detective is now investigating the statements of the body camera footage and all the evidence that's going with this alleged that she strangled him. Okay.
All right.
7:05:22. So this is what Detective Bluss had to say. Detective Bluss reviewed this case and body cam footage and found that the initial call was placed by Diana Younts. Diana claimed that Dirk Younts, her husband, was at the location, intoxicated and dumping out boxes. Detective Bluss observed the body cam footage that they don't have anymore because they purged everything, and found that Dirk Younts was agitated while officers were there.
No, when I said that there that they don't have it anymore, it's because I requested the body cam footage. I requested the 911 calls and the body cam footage. They've purged them. They don't keep them more than 6 months unless there's a case.
They disappeared them.
They disappeared them. That's right. Well, you got to remember, this was over 2 years ago. So,
and wanted Diana's mother out of the house. Dirk continued to repeat that he wanted her gone and that Diana was not supposed to be there taking items. Detective Bluss had already found that the previous day he had called officers to do the home.
whoa,
and he was removing items.
hang on. I was wondering why everybody dropped. I got to go. I don't got to go like leave, but I got to.
Sixth grade. So we're in cow country. We're just out of jail.
Is that Carolina?
Yes, it is.
We're out. We're free.
Funky Town is free.
But you're institutionalized.
But I'm institutionalized.
Oh, Funky Town. Okay. Are you paused or is it just lag?
It's just lagged on her end.
Gotcha. Oh, it's on her end. So I'm guessing she must have went and picked him up.
Yeah, I think they might be coming back from Abilene.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up with them in the bed with you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dead serious.
They had rats in the beds.
Yeah.
Because like when people do training for the Marines, they go to the beach in California and Hawaii.
Hang on one
when they're on
second.
the
Let me
beach,
see if I
they
can.
walk on them too. They come out and they walk all over the people in boot camp.
Yeah.
The beaches. So that's what it was like. You'd be underneath the covers and the fucking rats crawling on your asses. How'd they get in there? Oh my God, that's sick. There's something. No, we didn't report that.
They got snakes coming out of the
Yes,
door.
Texas-sized rats in Abilene, huh?
Yes, they do. They're pretty big out there,
surrounded
dude.
by fields. It's like a damn prison.
But they rats. Were they field mice or were they rats?
Rats.
There were sewer rats. They're coming up through
Yeah.
the toilet. Oh!
Gray rats.
Oh, like big rats, like oh my God, like the ones in New York City.
Yeah,
Coming after
I'm
the
trying
toilet,
some.
eating the shit in there. Oh my God! And then they come out and try to eat y'all.
And they eat our noodles, our
Oh
commissary.
no, rats you everywhere too.
Yeah.
In your cells. No,
Yeah,
they can't do that. We gotta call. Who do we call to fix that?
Okay, I just sent them the link, hoping that they.
Justice or something. That's inhuman.
Yeah,
They have rats crawling on
Uncut
people
said
in
he
the
ain't gonna be ready for that, and Dub Wubs mentioned that Carolina doesn't read chats, so
I know. I
most
sent
likely
Funky Town his
not.
text. I sent Funky Town a text.
Right. Well, it'd be cool. And I
Because
feel like
obviously her signal sucks. So
right. Yeah. So, and I don't even know if he's got like a phone or anything going on like that. So,
I had about 2 rats in my bed.
No. What they
Yeah.
But that's Jesus, like that's how the Black
That
Plague
is
started because of
that
the
is
rat
breaking
and fleas
news
on
and
the
great
rats.
news that
That's how
he
the Black
is
Plague began.
out.
It killed what 2/3 of the population in Europe because of rats.
So
Yeah.
But you know who did die? The Jews. Do you know why? Because they washed their food and hands for their religion. And so then they were wondering, well, how come the Jews didn't die? And so then the people who
I would
still
say
alive went and
let's
killed all the
all
Jews.
make sure
They're
that we
alive.
support that
You're
for
blaming them
sure,
for the Black
whatever
Plague
way
because
we
they all
can.
lived, but they were kosher.
Like,
Meaning
share,
they
comment,
took care of their food
subscribe.
better.
Go where you need to
They didn't
go.
eat rat shit
Throw a little in the kitty.
for their
You
religion,
know,
you know?
all that good
So
stuff.
that's when all after when the Black Plague's going on, only the Jews are surviving. Everybody blames the Jews for everything. They're not blamed for the Black Plague.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love watching that stuff though.
History. Did you know how many lynches there were?
Okay, well, we'll get back to it because
As
obviously
well, and wanted civil standby to remove property in case his wife came home and caused issues. When Corporal Shipp advised him during the current call that he could not make Diana's mother leave and that Diana had a right to be there and whoever she wanted there, Dirk advised that he wanted to make a report of assault that occurred on May 15th because Diana strangled him. Dirk advised that this is a third-degree felony family violence. Corporal Shipp advised that they could take the report for him at the time. Dirk advised that he wanted to report that she strangled him to where he could not breathe around his neck. Dirk then said that he wanted to go get both his Diana and her mother out of there. Dirk advised that he came over after a golf tournament and saw that she was moving stuff, and Diana told him it was a civil matter. Dirk advised that he wanted to file a report to say and get his mother-in-law out of there. Officers then completed this report with him. On July 11, 22, Detective Bluss spoke with Diana by phone. Diana advised that Dirk came into the house on 7/2 of 22 and was turning over every box in the house. Diana advised that he was intoxicated when he came over. Diana advised that she called the police and she believes that he only said something about an assault and that it was a quote-unquote retaliatory report. Diana advised that it was completely false. Diana advised that they did have an argument and she knows what night he is referring to, but that she did not strangle him at any point. Detective Bluston spoke with Officer Getty and Corporal Shipp. Officer Getty advised that Dirk was intoxicated while they were there and he swayed while they were talking to him along.
Now the truth is starting to come out about what I was saying, huh? You know, maybe he was drunk and was trying to deflect.
Yeah, I kind of suspect this from this guy that he's kind of he's got an alcohol drinking problem. You know, funny thing about it, so I've been there in my life. I actually have been there. And so I do know the signs. And unfortunately, the only person that can prevent alcoholism is himself. He will have to work that, you know, and perhaps, you know, some decent folks around him can encourage him, but he will have to do that for himself. It sounds to me like he really does have a problem, though.
Yeah, he sure does.
With his eyes being glassy. Corporal Shipp advised that he could smell the alcohol coming from him, as well as him swaying while they talked and his eyes were glassy. Corporal Shipp advised that at one point he made a statement about wanting them there as if he called, but Diana was the one who had called. So what he's trying to say is basically he's trying to turn it all around on her to keep his job, which means that every time he's been written up, he's lied or conspired and turned off his body cam. He is a lying, corrupt cop. He's a criminal cop. That's what he is. Corporal Shipp advised that he did tell Dirk that if he left that he needed to get a ride and not drive anywhere due to him being intoxicated. In other words, drunk. Off his ass. Yep. This was after it was known he drove from a golf tournament to this location.
What's that, Brick?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is, man. Like I said, I've been there. literally right there, what you just mentioned. I've got 2 of them, and it's not something I'm proud of. What I am proud of, and I have to be proud of this, is that I don't do it anymore, right? I don't know if he's still doing it. You know, it seems that he does have a little bit of an attitude problem. Anytime he's got an interaction, I mean, it just like any public interaction in particular, but particular even more so with females. And that, yes, is very indicative of some type of either history or drug or alcohol problem, right?
Well,
So
what I'm looking at is
indicators.
where the time frame of all his supervisory write-ups started, back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
2018, man. That's about where 6 years in. So that was right about that time he did that little video.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's possible that, you know, he was being recommended a little bit for this or that, and he kind of got a big head and started to hang out with the wrong people who encourage that type of behavior. I mean, it's like a behavioral thing, you know? And yeah, I've seen it. I've experienced it a little bit, right? As well as I've seen it. You know, these are things that I do know about. And I appreciate that, King Bluto.
Well,
Thank
you know, we're just trying to keep Rich from getting the third one.
Well, you know, sometimes it does require some real disciplinary action too. You know, and it did for me. It shouldn't. I'm not saying it should require that. Like, you don't need to touch the fire to know it's hot, kind of thing. However, for some kids, you know, they gotta touch the fire. You know,
gotta touch it.
You gotta touch it, and they gotta know. But no, I really do hope that he is able to find the help that he needs, but even more so because it seems that they don't want to get rid of him. As many times as he's failed to do his job correctly, they seem to not want to get rid of him, and that is a problem for the department.
That is correct. I seriously see that there's a liability issue. By the way, guys, I just want to let you guys know he's already being sued by somebody else who he snatched the sign out of that didn't file a complaint back from 22. Now, the new lawyer on the case of a few months ago is now CJ Grisham.
Oh, wow.
He's now the civil rights attorney. I have forwarded him everything on this case and on his jacket and everything. So it's just waiting for Texas Gal Audits to get her stuff dropped for maybe this to proceed with something, and that'll give another one to CJ if he wants to pick it up. I mean, it'll be easy because he'll have everything on the cop already. I've gotten more than what her own criminal defense attorney could get.
Well, you know, that is one of the things, and I can say I really appreciate that you're, you know, willing to go out of the way to get all of this stuff prepared, because you know, when somebody's wrongfully arrested, typically, especially with public defenders, the lawyers do not really have all the time in the world to get it all together. So the more that you can do for your lawyer before you just, you know, go into court with basically whatever they could possibly get, you know, if you can do more, that's great. So all of this extra work that was able to be done, you know, it's definitely going to affect the case in a positive way for the defendant, which in this case, it would be Tex Gal.
Well, he should have gotten a DUI. He's a dirty, dirty, dirty cop. Dirty Dirk. Dirty Dirk. That's his new name. On July.
Dirty Dirk Jerk. That's what I wanted to call him. Dirty Dirk the Jerk.
July 12, 2022, Detective Bluss spoke with Dirk, who advised that he was able to recover the digital media from his phone and he would bring it to the PD on July 13th, 22. On July 13th, 2022, Detective Bluss met with Dirk, who provided a USB. Dirk advised that he took his phone to his criminal investigation division, and they were able to download the videos from it. On July 14th, Detective Bluss reviewed the video that was provided by Dirk and found there were 3 videos that were labeled IMG 5629.movie, IMG 5631.movie, and IMG 5632 movie. The metadata on the video showed that this was 5:15 of 22 at 5:54 a.m., 5:57 a.m., and 6:07 a.m. Dirk had taken the phone from Diana and she wanted it back in video labeled IMG 5629.movie. Dirk has told Diana that she was asleep, drunk, in the grass, and that he will not give her back the phone because it is quote-unquote our phone. In video IMG 5631.movie, Dirk and Diana are on the bed in their daughter's bedroom, and Diana is still trying to get her phone and telling Dirk to give her the phone. Dirk is telling Diana to get off repeatedly. It cannot be seen as to what is going on during most of it. There is one portion where Dirk is on his stomach and Diana is on his back trying to get her phone, and her arm is around his shoulder and somewhat around his neck, but he is still recording at this point and holding the phone away from her. Diana does say to him several times that he is preventing her from calling anyone. Dirk tells her to drive somewhere at this point and call the police, after he has already told her in the first video that she was drunk and asleep in the driveway. Dirk does eventually give her her phone. Detective Bluss did not find any calls to police from Diana Dirk on this date of May 15, 22. In video IMG 5632.movie, Dirk and Diana are in what appears to be the master bedroom, and Diana is partially naked. Dirk is still recording her and talking about things are 50-50. They are talking about her talking to someone else and attorneys. Dirk tells Diana that she can't even stand up and she was passed out in the grass. Due to the information provided by Dirk in the videos, there is no clear evidence to support the charge for assault, impede breath. Therefore, Dirk will be referred to city court. On July 15, 22, Detective Bluss spoke with Dirk and advised him that if he wishes to pursue charges, he could go to city court for Diana to grab him for her phone, and that the charge will be changed to an assault class C misdemeanor. On 7/15/2022, Detective Bluss contacted Diana to give her the information as well, and that she referred to Dirk to city court. The USB drive will be booked into evidence. This case will be cleared by exception. CBE Detective E Bluss 193.
Now I know that. Now hang on a second. Let me take that off there. Now I know that video was kind of a little long, but you know we were obviously stopping. That video is almost an hour long. So for all the stopping that I've done, it only took us 2 hours to get it all done. So it's actually not too bad. I'm just checking on Carolina real quick. See where she's I'm just trying to make sure she don't get in trouble and gets back okay. What do we got for comments here? What do we got for comments? Bastards, get them, BZ. Oh, what's up, Rob? Hey, make sure you guys donate to my Cash App, PayPal, my Venmo, my GoFundMe, or go over to TAP Security Products and get your Christmas gifts early. You know, you're gonna have to rely on the shipping and stuff with the holidays. It's gonna take probably a few extra days. Brick's waiting on his package. It should have been here today, but it'll be here tomorrow, probably due to the weather or UPS or USPS, depending on, I can't remember how I sent it, but it's one of the two. It was either USPS or it was UPS, but it's going to take an extra.
Oh yeah, that's
day.
right. I remember what I got now. Yeah. I got you. Yep.
You got the knife and you got the. And by the way, did I'm sorry. Did OTVO tell you that I was able to get that pink one changed to a black one before it shipped?
Oh no, that's good. That's good because he did want that.
Yeah, he told me he was gonna probably tease you about the pink one until it came. So, but no, I got them switched out. There's two black ones coming.
Yep. I've got actually I got a couple of other things coming up too. I got my editing done for one of my videos, which will be premiering hopefully tomorrow, as well as I'm going to be putting another video together to premiere as well tomorrow. So I will probably have 2 premieres going back to back. That is how I'm planning on doing it. I have to do it that way. It makes sense. And when you guys see it, if you do want to enjoy that, you'll understand why I'm doing it that way. But also some other things that are in the works, which are kind of a new development that are really good, super beneficial, like right around the corner, new exciting things.
Well, Brick, let me ask you this. I just got it downloaded because it came in while we were doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it'd be done in time for this to end. How would you guys like to see some never before seen body camera footage from September 5th? I'm going to put, I just downloaded it. So my question is, put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you guys want to see some body cam footage. I don't even know what it is. I haven't even opened it. I've got 3 videos. I've got a decent sized video, one that's half the size, and one that's not very big. But it doesn't tell me how big. So put a 1 in the comment section if you guys want to see this body cam footage that I just got. And like I said, I haven't looked at it. I'm extracting the files right now. So I'm gonna end that real quick. And let's see. Let's see. Darn, speak to tech. How many ones we got down there, Brick? I can't see the chat.
You got a couple. I mean, I guess that'll be consensus on, if it's two or more, or 2 or more are gathered. Right?
2 or more were assembling, baby.
Yeah, that's right, man. And it took the 1 to get it started. So,
all right, let's go video 1. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is the accident.
You got 3 now.
Or you got 3?
3 ones.
Okay, because I don't know what this is, man. I just ordered some body, and this is out of Vegas. Mm-hmm. So this is Vegas body cam footage. Okay, so there we go. I've got pictures now. Okay, good. So, all right, video 1. Let me hit pause on this. That way everybody can see what I'm sharing. Pause button. Oh, I can't tell if this is a cop or a scoot. This is good. We'll see here in a second. Present. Video file. I'm going to see what we got here. Downloads. Evidence. There we go. All right. I don't know if there's sound, so. Ooh, that's a bike. That's not a scoot.
Yeah, that's a bike.
Oh, is that an accident?
Weevil Knievel.
Let's see. Is he gonna turn his body camera on?
I mean, that is the body cam, right?
No, I mean, there he goes.
Yeah. You mean
okay,
the audio.
So what I'll need from you guys is your driver's license, vehicle registration, and your insurance.
Oh, vehicle.
Who needs a tow truck? You need a tow truck? Okay. So, what's he gonna do with the car until AAA gets here? Because he can't leave it in the road.
Damn.
The tow truck's on its way.
Okay, where are they though?
They're en route.
So the problem that we have is AAA oftentimes will say, hey, we're on the way, we'll be there in 30 minutes, and then an hour and a half later they haven't arrived. So it's fine if they can be here and tow it by the time we're finished with the investigation, but if they're not, we're going to have to call another tow truck to tow the car out of the road.
Gotcha.
Okay? So if you want to call and find out, hey, and get the tow truck driver to tell you exactly where he's at.
Shit.
Yeah. Hey, hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Because the reason that he's not wanting to, like he can claim it's for safety and all that.
He don't want to wait around.
Well, it's not even that. There's no traffic that it's blocking, nothing like that, right? What he's interested in is taking that car to the dungeon. He wants to impound the car, right? Because then the fees
forfeiture.
go to right.
Asset forfeiture.
Right. Now, how much do you want to bet that the exact same tow truck that he would be calling to come immediately to get the car before AAA comes is the exact same tow truck that AAA is calling?
Well, Vegas is only a valley, so there's only so many same tow truck drivers. So
yeah. No, AAA basically, I mean, I know that there are very rare occasions where it's not the case. AAA is basically every single tow truck.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead.
All right.
Is this the tow truck for your car?
No, I think he told me that Metro Police is the one that called me.
Okay.
But but he said he could tow my car. That's what he told me. Yeah, and he normally tow cars for my insurance.
Okay, I'll check and see.
Yeah, so these are all my information.
What's your telephone number?
702-542-6001.
Were you wearing your seatbelt?
Yes.
Are you injured?
No, I'm not injured. I hit my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I can feel pain on my teeth, but I'm feeling like yeah, it doesn't.
Which road were you on when the collision occurred?
I was coming this way.
So you were
on
Sagemont?
Yeah, for Sagemont.
Okay. And were you making a left turn?
No, I was making a right turn.
Right turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And had you stopped at the stop sign?
Yes, I did stop on this. So this is what happened. Okay, I stopped at the stop sign.
Okay.
There was no vehicle coming by the time I stopped on the stop sign.
Hey, Brick, I'm having a hard time understanding him. He's not by chance from Africa, is he?
I mean, he could be from...
He better know the laws here. This is Vegas. They don't play.
Somewhere.
This has chili.
I don't know.
This has chili.
Yeah, and then I pulled forward from the stop sign to make sure that I have a good view of on my left before I could make my right.
Okay.
When I pulled somewhere like parallel with the speed limit. Okay, and then I could see the driver, who is this guy, blinking the lights. Now the lights were too sharp for me to be able to see the distance where he is.
So you were making your right turn?
No, I was I had not started making the right turn yet.
Okay.
But I did pull forward so that I could so that I'm able to make sure that I can gauge that there's no vehicle to make a turn. Yeah, and then so I could see him. Yeah, so when I could see him as he was coming super fast, his angle of driving was no longer straight, like around here. What kind of made?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he came in. You were stopped here at the stop sign, waiting to turn. He left the roadway and hit your vehicle.
Yes, exactly.
What's your telephone number?
Yeah, of which
761 010.
Were you wearing your seatbelt?
Yes, sir.
Are you injured from the collision?
Sure, sir.
Or you're not?
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay. Which road were you on when the collision occurred?
Sahara.
Okay. Which lane were you in?
I was in this right lane right here.
Okay. What happened?
I was coming.
Stop moving your phone so I can see your ID, please.
I was coming down this lane right here. I seen him pull up past the stop sign. I flashed my beams at him because I seen him pull up, and then he just pulled out, and I slammed on my brakes, and there wasn't enough clearance.
Okay. How fast were you driving?
About 35.
Stop 35. The driver in front of him, it did say that he was going around 63 to 65 miles an hour. It was a very hard hit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a look at it, but I also want you to know that I did talk to a couple of witnesses before I got here who told me they saw you driving before this collision occurred, and you were driving very fast.
understand, sir.
Why would the other drivers that are not involved in this collision tell me that you were driving?
This is where
At the time of collision, I was not
you
driving.
bust out your trifold and invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Yep.
Because now he's fishing because he asked him how fast he was going, and now he's lying and saying he talked to people before he got there. How would he know that it was them? I mean, come on, dude. You didn't talk to shit. You responded to a call and you showed up. You didn't know where the witnesses were.
Yep.
So what a lying criminal cop.
Yeah, he's a pig.
Okay. Were you driving fast before the collision?
No, in my opinion, sir.
Okay.
Nothing.
No, just based on your speed and the speedometer of your car. Were you driving fast before the collision?
I'm fast.
Faster than the posted speed limit.
No, sir.
Okay. So the people who called in and reported your car speeding are lying.
Fast acceleration. Sir.
What's that?
Fast accelerations.
Fast acceleration.
Like on green, maybe a little bit faster.
So when you took off from the stoplight, you went fast?
Yeah, he's giving all that information. He's talking. That's crazy.
Invoke your Fifth.
Okay.
Chili says it all the time. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right. This jackboot thug pig. All he's trying to do is get the information. This might be a good body camera footage for Michael and Chili. Like I said, I got it. No one else has got this footage, so
yeah, it's good. Yeah, I would send it.
Quinn was your sergeant. He would do the...
What's up, man? I can't see your tow truck. Which company are you with? So I'm going to put the request in now for the one vehicle, and then you might end up.
Don't call it up for you, and just call it in for the tow.
Yeah, I just will request the tow. They'll give it to you because you're here.
Yeah.
And then the other car, they may
Yeah,
or may not.
Predators.
They have a tow truck on the way. So by the time we're done with the accident, if they don't have their tow truck here, then you can probably take that one too.
Understood.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's like I said, that tow truck driver probably takes AAA all the time.
What is that? Tow truck? Yeah. We'll see. For now, just one. Yeah. How you been?
Good.
I thought you were on days.
I will be Saturday. I'm graveyard actually.
Oh. Well, congratulations.
Day shift or graveyard is better for me. And graveyard is killing me right
So, the numbers, please.
I don't know what happened. Hang on a second. I'm bringing it back up.
Yep.
Tom 334. The event number is 15340. The time of call is 20 and 15 hours. Going at route 20 and 37 hours. Arrived at 2200 hours. This is in the county in Victor 3.
Copy, thank you. Would you, do you mind, that's like blowing right downwind from me? Thank you. What's that? Yeah, I mean, they're both, they have a AAA en route.
Mm-hmm. They take.
I know. So we'll see if they can show up before we're done here. If not, he's able to take the 2 hours.
So,
did you move your car after the collision?
No.
No. This is where your car came to
This
rest.
is where it came out.
Okay.
And you can also see the speeding lines. They're right here. You can see the angle. My vehicle rotated where I was. It rotated there.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. But I think he was saying right. He just was trying to pull forward.
You see the speed line? His vehicle. You can see the angle. You can see the angle. He's a little bit panicked.
My battery's dying. Can I borrow that? Yeah. This is like so bright. It was like. I think I can see it's like right here. So his left rear tire was right here.
Which way was he going?
He was coming out of this right here.
And he was coming
And
westbound.
the other car was going this way.
Right. Yeah. I already knew. I know exactly why.
Thanks, sir. Fine. Will you get the measurements for me? Sure. Or actually, you know what? You can type if you want.
Type?
Yours.
I can't.
Yeah, that's right. What would you do without me?
You probably won't like my measurements.
That's okay.
The guy pulled out right in front of
Now, what do you think, Brick? You think this, besides you falling asleep there?
No, I'm listening.
I mean, we obviously know this cop is fishing to see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's in the wrong here?
Of the two of them?
Yeah.
They both are for talking to the pigs. I'm dead serious, man. Like, look, if you decide that, you know, okay, because, you know, you were in an accident or, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter, really. Whatever the accusation is, right? Let the cop figure it out. That's what his job is, right? You know, all of a sudden, you know, since the early 1800s, they, you know, decided that the arresting officer would be the investigating officer.
Which is horseshit.
Well, yeah, which is horseshit. Yep. So there it is. You know, there he is. He's investigating. He has the power to arrest if he feels like, you know, somebody's committed a crime, then he can act upon it. So the more you tell him, the more he's going to feel some way about this, regardless of whether it's for the good or the bad. The fact is that you will not know. You cannot know his mind. You might be sitting there telling him all sorts of things about how you're Miss America, you're Gandhi, and you're Mother Teresa. That doesn't mean anything because his mind might already be made up. And the more you talk, the more you tell him, regardless of what, you know, grand, you know, poobah you are, he's going to do what he decides to do. So don't talk to the police.
Invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
That's right.
Because the cops are always trying to do what to you?
They're always trying to arrest you, put you in chains, take you to a dungeon. That's it.
And impound your car, which sounds like he was trying to do.
Take your stuff.
And steal your money.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see your light. Watch your back, dude.
3111. See right there? Right in front of us?
Oh, yeah, I do see a little thing there, yeah?
Yep, and see how it kind of like...
Yeah, you can make it right. You can make it right. Actually,
it's right here, isn't it? It looks like he started to hit the brakes, at least.
I think that's maybe pre-skid because look, he would be on the other side of this median.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah. So this might be.
So this is his pre-impact here, where he's starting to turn to the right. Yep. And this is AIC right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So did he see him coming out? Because he wasn't trying to turn, right? I think he could just pull down front of him. Well, these cars, dude, these westbound cars are fucking horrible.
Plus, I talked to
Dang, cop dropping an F-bomb.
down the street, yeah. Or, they reported that he was
in
driving
his
fast.
car like that?
Yeah.
That's not professional.
Correct.
Not at all.
Well, he is kind of far back, but yeah, that's...
Look at the tires, too.
Yeah.
Fucking looked up good.
Yeah.
Another F-bomb.
Kids. Yep. Bro, I get them here at least.
You run radar? Right here?
Right here. Right here. I sit right.
Right here. Right here. Are they telling each other their names or
Well,
they just
they're getting into it, man. They're trying to figure it out. They're like, "Hey, man, homeboy, come check this out right here." Man,
if you hear the voice of one or two of the cops, it almost sounds like the cops from Chili's motorcycle video when they had that big accident.
Oh yeah.
And I think they said the area, it might have been the same area. So it's kind of hard to tell, but two of the voices sound familiar.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, yeah, because there was a bunch of them out there that day.
There was 5 of them.
Yeah.
There where that car is. And I get them doing about 70. Yeah. Oh, I got 1467.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, just so you guys know, you can do
I'm going to grab this. You can go ahead and hook up this white car.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you.
Control to Robert, copy 416.
Hey, Robert.
Can you divide a personalized Adam, Sam, Easy, David, Adam? I'll be at Sunset Time, south of Sunset.
Oh, like going away. Oh, okay.
Hey, BZ.
Oh, you're back?
Good, man.
Yeah, I'm still here. I never left.
I figured you went and grabbed something to eat or had to go use the restroom or something.
No, I just came down. So I am gonna have to head out. I gotta start. You
gotta split, brother. I'm not keeping you here. I'm not holding you here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
But I appreciate you coming in and kind of helping.
Yeah, I appreciate you covering this stuff. For TechScal and that sort of thing. I'll look forward to seeing the conclusion of this body cam footage. And for now,
It's gonna be. Do you have a membership?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's gonna be. I'm gonna post all this up on the members only when I get done viewing it. So it'll be there in the next probably hour on the members only.
Very good. Very good. All right, man. Till next time.
Brother. All right, guys. Tell Brent
I have a copy of the accident report here for the
later, Gators. He's leaving. Oh, he's leaving us. And off he goes. And I'm just taking all this stuff down so this stuff runs smoother.
Okay. At the very top is the accident case report. That's the number that you can give to the insurance company to file a claim for the collision.
Okay.
At the bottom of the report are the drivers and vehicles that were involved in the collision, along with the vehicle insurance for each vehicle. Okay?
Okay.
So a couple of things that we need to address here. First of all, based on Nevada traffic law about a stop sign, you are at fault for the accident. Okay, and the reason is because you have to yield right of way to the vehicles that are on the roadway before you enter the roadway from a stop sign.
Despite the fact that I stopped first before proceeding?
Yes, correct.
Because there was no any vehicle coming by the time I stopped. However, when I pulled forward around right here, okay, is when I saw the vehicle coming.
Correct.
Then I stopped right here. That's the reason my vehicle rotated exactly at the same spot.
Yep, so I can see that, and that's all going to be in my report. So based on the stop sign traffic law, it's the reason why you are at fault for the accident, okay, tonight. Now, I also have people who called 911 report you as a reckless driver before the accident, okay? So I am going to put that in my report, and your insurance company is going to investigate that. If the insurance company determines that they believe you were driving recklessly before or at the time of the accident, then they can overturn that and decide that you will have full responsibility for the collision. Okay? So I'm glad that you guys are not seriously injured. Do you have questions for me about the accident or the accident report?
Could you do like a breathalyzer or something to show that he's not intoxicated? Or?
No, if I thought he was intoxicated, we would do field sobriety tests. So we're not going to do that just for the sake of doing it.
And we can get two of these papers. We can get it.
Yeah, I can print you another one if you would like.
Yeah. That
Do
way,
you want another one?
Yeah, that way, because you're gonna take that.
You have one.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So you have that same one. Okay. Just for yours right now, because of the stop sign violation, at the top of the citation there's a date, and then read the instructions at the bottom to resolve that citation. Okay. And again, when you contact the insurance company, they're going to get my report, and so your insurance company is going to do another investigation into this collision.
Okay.
Officer, so I have a question.
Go ahead.
As of this point right here, though, like, disregarding whether that's true or false, whatever, right here I was driving fine. Like, you could tell by the collision, like, it's not a high-speed collision. It's not.
Well, what I can tell is that your vehicle did rotate his vehicle.
It's because the way I hit him on the back.
Right. The moment arm from the center of gravity does play a role in that. However, you don't typically see vehicles rotate that many degrees in a 35 mile per hour zone when a car is driving 35 miles per hour. So do I suspect there is speeds above the speed limit involved in this crash? Yes, I do.
For me to prove that the speed was high, you see the bucket, I have the bucket there, the bucket broke.
Right.
And
so I do suspect that, okay? But again, that's all going to go into my report as far as me being able to determine right now what that speed was and whether or not it was excessive enough to transfer fault. That's what I'm not going to determine tonight. Okay? And so there's going to be a continued investigation into the collision, and if the insurance company determines that yes, they do agree that there was excessive speed, then they will make that adjustment. Does that make sense? Okay? All right.
So you're done.
Okay, so that the video's still going.
Yep, so we're all set. Speak to the operator. He will get you the information on where the car is going to go to. Have you guys?
Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to pull that one up yet.
What's that? Okay, so we'll give him 2 minutes. If he's here in 2 minutes, then that's fine. He can tow your car. If for some reason he's not here in just a couple of minutes, then the other tow operator will tow the car to your insurance lot. Okay? Do you guys have any questions for me?
The only question I have.
Sure.
So you spoke about yielding, okay?
Yes.
So
correct.
like I'm trying to understand because I did stop on the stop sign.
Correct.
I pulled forward. By the time I was pulling forward, like cars were still very far, and then I started seeing the blinker. I didn't move forward. Like I didn't enter the road. So is that not considered yielding?
It is, and what the law says is when you're leaving a stop sign, it's not saying that you didn't stop. It's just saying when you continue your movement from a stop sign, that provided there are no other factors, you have to yield to the road or to the other vehicles that are on the roadway. Okay, and in this case, the front of your car, when the collision occurred, was into the travel lane. Okay, so I took the measurements on where all the vehicles and everything were, so that's how I know your vehicle was slightly into the roadway, into the travel lane when the impact occurred.
You can't turn if a car's coming.
And I wasn't turning.
You did.
I didn't turn.
Then he wouldn't have done that.
So actually, hold on, if we really want to get into the details, he didn't maintain his lane either.
Yeah, he did.
So
I only turned a little bit because I simply pulled out.
I think he panicked. He panicked, so he didn't move out of his lane.
That might be true, but we
What is it with
hold
you?
on. You know, I can tell you right now, we're not going to do this. And if we really want to get into the debates of you probably don't want to get that far into it because it's not going to look good in your favor if we get that down into it. Okay, so the accusations about turning in front of people, all that's got to stop. At the end of the day, right? There's probably speed involved in this collision on your son's part. Okay, and his vehicle was either not moving or moving very slowly when it was hit. Okay, so it's clear to me that he didn't just blow the stop sign and make a turn in front of your son. That's not what happened. Okay? So I would appreciate it if you don't accuse the other driver of what you think happened, because I think you will find that you're incorrect on your assumption. Okay? All right. So if you guys don't have any further questions from me, you guys can get with your tow operator, get whatever information you need for him about where your car is going to go, and then once you are squared away with him, you guys have to leave us. Okay? All right. You're welcome.
Damn.
Good. How you doing?
Hey, call your wife back. Blowing your phone up, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was that one. Let me throw this up here real quick since we got a ton of people watching. Get all your products right here, guys, at TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. That is TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. It's up there on the screen. Got the Second Amendment knife right here. It's engraved with the Second Amendment on it. 63 of you guys get that knife right there at TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. Normally $19.995, on special $14.995 plus tax and shipping. Get it now, TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. Now we're going to go back to the third body cam footage. I think this is number 3 right here. This is number 3 right there. I guess this is just him finishing, no volume. Oh, there we go, get a little volume. And that video's over, so I'm going to get this up there, upline before I go out. I'm going to be going out tonight, guys. I'm going to be checking out some stuff, see who we got going on. See if anybody's live right now. See who's live. Dude. Who do we got that's live? We got. It says she's live. So no one else is live right now. Okay, well, I guess that's just us right here. I'm gonna get ready to end the stream and get the flock out of here because I gotta do some things and get ready to go out tonight so I can go film some interactions. So I will catch you guys later. I'm gonna get the flock out of here. Have a good night, guys, and make sure you stay for the last little promo I got at the end of the stream here. Another great product brought to you by TAP Security Products. Streetwise Security Products has manufactured another fine product brought to you by TAP Security Products. This is the Falcon 5-inch spring-assisted Second Amendment knife. It's got a 3-inch handle with a 2-inch blade that has the Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights etched and engraved into the blade, as you can see here. It also has a seatbelt cutter along with a glass breaker at the very end of this knife, along with a beautiful American flag handle. The Second Amendment knife retails for $19.99. Right now you can buy it through till the end of Christmas online at TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com for a low special price of $14.95 plus tax and shipping. Again, that's TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. Get your products and stuffing stockers now.